Hush, my little ones. You must be exhausted. Come, sit and rest a while, and I will tell you a story of dungeons and douchebags. In a far-off land, a death curse has befallen everyone who has been raised from the dead. Its victims waste away day by day. All efforts to reverse the decay have failed, and none can be raised, for death claims them all. The souls of the dead are being stolen one by one and trapped inside a necromantic artifacts. Only its destruction would free the trapped spirits and allow the dead to be raised once more. All paths lead to Chult, a mysterious land of volcanoes, jungles, and the ruins of fallen kingdoms. Below them all awaits a deadly tomb. The trap is set, and these brave adventurers have taken the bait. Ileana, the half-elf paladin.
I'll do my best to fight alongside you.
Thalia, the wood elf druid.
I don't know if we can trust them.
Ava, the turtle monk.
Oh, good. You're an idiot.
Lucian, the high elf cleric.
Life is so short. What's the shame in having a little fun?
Mask, the Azamar rogue.
What secrets are you hiding?
And Ak, the Arakocra bard.
The flute. Really? Have you seen my beak?
Do you know where you are? Welcome to the jungle. You're going to die, for none have survived the Tomb of Annihilation. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation. Our heroes fought against the swarm of terror folk at Firefinger, and miraculously got out without any of them dying. Well, the terror folk are all dead, but the heroes, you know what I'm saying. After some debate, they decided to head to Sabal, home of the Arakocra, where they have been told a ritual exists that would give them the power of flight. On the way there, they found another motley crew. This one, Artus Simba, and his companion, Dragonbait. Artus informed the group that they were heading for Orolunga, which it turns out was the home of a Naga that could see many things and was a font of wisdom. He seemed reluctant to go along with the adventurers, not trusting their type. But upon learning that they were to go and stop the death curse, sighed heavily and decided to accompany them on their adventure. Will our heroes get to Sabal without being eaten by a tyrannosaur? What will they find if they make it there? How overpowered is this party with 9 people in it now? Find out on the next episode of Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation.
To Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation, featuring a functioning DM cam. I'm your Dungeon Master Xander, and joining me tonight are my dear friends from Internet Remakes and Man on the Internet, Alex Beckham.
One day I will see you in your dreams.
Ugh.
Gammy Cat.
Hello.
Uprising Attorney.
One day I will see you with your bees.
Atlas. And Bits.
Hey, are we people dreaming of bees or bees dreaming of people?
Thank you for the bits beyond Rose.
Thank you for the bits.
And
Thank you.
Thank you for the bits.
There's not a new bit notification. Is there?
Ah,
No,
shit!
Nope.
It's the same one? Okay.
It's still a dinghy.
Same bit notification, only new notifications for follows, subscriptions, and donations.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering.
Uprising, are you okay?
I just knocked over my mic and then everything else fell.
No. It sounded like you fucking died.
Yeah.
I did.
I can't believe Uprising is fucking dead.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go on without me.
Yep. Also, not joining us tonight are Phil, Bert, Dubs, and Kristen Draczynski, who are both respectively out of the game tonight because Phil's a sick boy and Kristen is tired. And she deserves all the sleep in the world. So send them well wishes. They'll be joining us hopefully again at the next session. But playing Ava is going to be Cammy Cat tonight, who's never played a monk before, and playing is going to be Alex Beckham, who has played every class in D&D before.
Yeah,
because Alex is a human bard. That's just his class in real life.
Because I specialize in playing bards and never get the chance to play bards in D&D bags.
Hey.
Geez, Xanda, you need to make your bed, people in the chat say. Well, this is my roommate's bed, and he's moving out, and my bed over here has stuff on it, so it's kind of a lumpy mess. So deal with it, because I don't care. As you'll see, we have a shiny new stream set up today that I'm very excited to be using. We got a cool DM cam here, which is functioning and working. As always, we have the Save Mia bar right there. And also, down at the bottom, you see that we have a nifty little Tomb of Annihilation logo. That's just cool to look at because, hey... It's cool to look at.
It's cool to see and to be there.
Did you say bees?
Yeah. Did you say bees?
Did you say bees? Someone said bees. Bees?
Who said bees?
Bees! Reminder that we have new follower, subscription, and donation sound effects. They're TOA specific. So feel free to donate, follow, or subscribe if you're not already. And feel free to hear those, that they were recorded in Alex's lovely Tomb of Annihilation narrator voice. And I'm very satisfied with them. Yeah. Well, let's dive right into Tomb of Annihilation tonight. What do you guys say?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
already
great.
here.
And cue the sound effects. You can all hear that, right?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, faintly.
Oh wait, yes I can.
I can hear it.
Is this
Just
overpowering
barely.
my voice?
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
Is this good?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. As long as it's not overpowering my voice. Well, as the last time on video showed, you lot have left Firefinger, and also as of the night before, had a chance encounter with an adventurer by the name of Artis Simber, a human male traveling with a very unique lizard-like person whose race you've never seen before, who went by the name of Dragonbait. And yeah, you love him.
He is my son.
He emits many interesting scents. And just for a quick refresher, I'll throw up their art again, just so everyone can see. So here's Artis Simber.
And we also learned that Artis Simber's probably not actually related to the one cute girl. That
Yeah,
has a
which is
dragon.
sad.
Yes.
I mean, cute is a relative term.
She's adorable.
And here's Dragonbait.
No, Dragonbait is adorable.
Yeah.
Undeniably adorable.
Undeniably, everyone loves Dragonbait.
Dragonbait is, if I remember correctly, I think I have his height on here somewhere, because he's a little.
Tell me he's so small.
He's kind of a small boy.
Tell me he's small.
Here, hold on, I have it somewhere. It's named. I know Artis is, something. I have it somewhere. But anyway, he's something. He's like maybe like 5'11" to 6'2" or something like that. If I can't find it off the top of my head. And Dragonbait is Dragonbait's 4'10".
He's a squat boy.
Oh my god, he's so tiny.
He's 4'10". Everybody's favorite sword boy is 4'10". Artis actually doesn't have his height listed, which is bizarre. But yeah. Anyway, that is what occurred last night. And then you all went to bed. Ilyana feeling a little in particularly off from the whole encounter with Artis.
Me.
But you all went to bed to nothing, happening over the course of the night. None of the watches were interrupted. No sudden ambushes. But however, as we go on to the next day, a couple things really quick is that I need to roll for your weather. However, usually I like to roll for random encounters. However, as of, I'd say, this past week, I've decided that from now on, I'm going to have my players roll the 3d20 for encounters.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's cool.
Because players like to roll dice.
So that means it's our own damn fault.
So if I could get 3 of you to volunteer to roll a d20 each.
God, I'll roll one.
I'll do one.
Go for it.
Wait, there's only 3 of us right now.
I've got a bunch of physical d20s.
There are 4 of us.
Well,
Yeah,
I
was
do
like,
too, but we can't do that.
And
What?
it's nodded in my brain.
Talia rolled morning.
I did it. It meant nothing.
Ilyana rolled noon. And Mask.
My bad,
Mask.
by the way. I miscounted in my brain.
You're fine. And Mask rolled nighttime. Alright, great. Cool. Good to know. In regards to the weather for the day, today here in Schult, it is a pleasant... Ooh, it's actually cooler than the average temperature today.
Wow, nice.
It's also... There's a light wind, and it's also not raining at all. So it is... let me roll a quick d4. GM roll 1d4. That is going to be... it is 75 degrees today, as opposed to the usual 95 degrees of Schult.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, 70. It's a whole
Hell
20.
yeah.
It's a whole 20 degrees cooler with a light wind blowing. It's a fairly pleasant day. And you guys have you guys wake up. It's to actually, like I said, a much more comfortable temperature. It is still humid as hell. So obviously it feels like more like an 80 degrees kind of situation. However, it's definitely more preferable to having the sweat cling to your body as it usually does and feels like you're wading through molasses.
Can I check the weather for tomorrow too?
Yes, you can.
Cool, I do it.
Go ahead. So you cast Druidcraft, and in your hand... Let me check my little thingy. In your hand... it is a solid kind of, as opposed to the normal golden orb that signifies a sunny day, it's more of a shimmering orange globe.
What the hell does that mean?
Probably that we're gonna get a new sun.
Yep.
It's
yes, the coming of the twin suns. I've read
the
about
shimmering
this.
is kind of like a, it looks kind of like a heat distortion effect.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna get fucking hot, so we better travel really good today.
Yeah, since it's cooler.
You all come to wake up in the morning, cook your breakfasts, gather on the campfire, refresh yourself with some water, bathe in the nearby river Tiriki if you so choose, and reconvene to get ready to set the day. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you venture out?
I don't know.
Mask doesn't have any daily rituals, only nightly ones, so he's good before venturing out.
All right.
Yeah, same for Lucy.
The only thing I can think of is Ava coming up being like, alright, what kind of shit show are you putting on today?
I understand if you don't remember, it's been 3 weeks.
Artist, like, wakes up in the morning and stretches. He's like, man, I feel like I slept for 3 weeks.
It was very refreshing, yes.
Yes.
I totally know the feeling, says Ack, right before he just flies up onto a branch and takes a little pigeon dump.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those sessions. Okay, great. Artist, who is sitting on a nearby fallen tree and is polishing a blade. It's a very finely crafted dagger. About the blade itself, about maybe a little over 1.5 feet long. Kind of a purplish hilt design, with a crossbar hilt. Very pretty. Has a gem embedded in the pommel, and he's polishing that. Gives it like a once over, gives like a small nod of approval, then tucks it back into his belt as he stands up.
Is that design familiar at all? Or
it's not. I wouldn't say it's familiar. It's like you've never seen this. This kind of you've never seen this dagger specifically. I mean, you've seen well-made daggers similar to this one, but it's not like you've seen this dagger before.
Okay,
It,
that's what I was wondering.
yeah, it looks like an exceptionally well-made dagger. But beyond that, hard to say.
Okay.
Yep. Give me one quick second.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a blue gem in the pommel of the hilt.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like a really pretty, kind of, dodecahedron cut gem. Very pretty. He sheaths the blade and approaches your group, and he says, "Alright, what's the plan today?"
I believe we're just going to travel until we can't anymore because it's a great day and tomorrow's gonna suck.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Seems a good day to head for Sabal.
Alright. How do we want to get there? Like, what's our route? You said you have a map of Chult, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Alright, well...
If I remember correctly, we are going to go over the land. Let's see if I can point. I sure can't. Give me a hot sec.
Like going over this way.
Like
There we
this.
go. Yeah.
We're going to go over the thinnest route over this horrible path of undead. And then we're going to go back to the river, travel a bit down, and then go into Sabal.
So we're going to be dragging the boats with us.
Indeed.
Alright, hopefully that won't take too much time off of it, but, alright, seems like a good enough route as any. The sooner we get through undead territory, the better, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's
Well-
why I thought going through the thinnest path would be good.
Gives like a nice, I agree, very smart. What do you think, Dragonbait? And Dragonbait looks at Artis, looks at the map, like ponders something in his mind, and then just like looks up, and just gives like a simple smile, and a very like proud nod, and you smell, you first smell a whiff of wood smoke on the air, followed by a hint of lemon. And then Artis says, "Alright, well, sounds like everybody agrees with it then. Well, how do we want to move? Normal pace, or do we think about expediting our travel a little bit?"
I think, given the weather, it'd probably be wise to move a little quicker.
A little quicker? Alright.
We can certainly afford it today.
Sounds good.
We're in
Beautiful
undead
enough day.
zone. Do we really want to put ourselves at risk for ambush?
Well, if we move faster, then they won't be able to catch up to us.
I like the way you think.
That works. But sure, fine.
Alright, Sabal bound it is. Which one of you's navigating?
Me.
Alright, well, lead the way.
Okay.
Alright, you know what to do, Uprising. Make your
I sure
survival
do.
checks. Azaka, who is also helping. 23. Yeah, you do fine. So, let me roll a... you're moving at a fast pace, so let me roll a d4 to see if you guys move any additional hexes other than the one. You do not. Not today.
Lame.
So you'll get to this hex by the end of the traveling day.
Okay.
Great. Yeah. So the journey begins. Azaka, who is helping you lead, is not familiar with Sabal as like an area. However, being this close to Firefinger, she feels like she knows the area pretty well. So you guys make your way very easily without any trouble whatsoever. Even this first foray into undead territory, the day goes by wondrously. You don't encounter anything dangerous aside from just like the normal local wildlife that doesn't immediately like present any immediate danger to your group. And by the end of the day, as the sun begins to descend over the horizon, you've made progress without any hindrances so far.
What a fantastic day!
See, Lucian, I told you it'd be fine.
Yep.
Come crying to me when we do get ambushed by undead.
Don't
Still
you
have
say that,
many miles
please?
to go.
Well, then you can have bragging rights.
I will relish that.
Well, unless anyone wants to do anything today, make sure you take note of food stuffs and water as always.
Yeah.
Well, we have our spells, so...
Yes. So you're taking care of that efficiently. I assume that you're doing Goodberry, Talia?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. awesomeness. Which
Enough
is just
good berries to go around.
Yep, very much so.
Yay.
Well, then the day passes by without incident. The first day of travel ends. Unless anyone wants to do anything else, we can move on to the second day.
It's fine.
All right. Well, the next day, after waking up, it's different than the day before. It is extremely hot out. It's about going on 100 degrees. The sun blazes overhead. There's no wind, no rain. It's just omnipresent heat shining down on you at all times. Your sweat sticks to your clothes. You're kind of drenched. You need to consume double the amount of water to stay hydrated on these days. But other than that, first and foremost, can I get one person to roll a d20 each for our 3 random encounter checks of the day?
I will withstand my roll and let. I'll roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Morning.
We'll rotate.
Noon.
We'll rotate through.
And night. And Talia, make your navigation check for today.
Berry Pie is saying 1,000 degrees, baby numbers. Nice to know you live on the sun, Berry Pie.
Yeah.
Also, the weather for tomorrow.
Yes, give me 1 second. Okay, good. You succeeded your check. And let's roll a d4 to see. Are you moving at a fast pace again today?
Probably not.
No? No fast pace? Okay.
It's hot.
Wait, guys, do you want to go at a fast pace?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can maintain it's this hot.
Very true.
As a player, I'm like, yes, but Ileana's like, help me, I'm dying.
Ileana's wearing plate mail. We should probably not force a fast pace in this heat. Plate mail.
You have a good point. Then let's not.
Thanks for the bits.
Thanks for the bits.
Thank you for the bits.
So not a fast pace. Very well. Okay. So you'll move here by the end of the day, correct? Alright, cool. Or do you want to move a different
I
space?
think I kind of like that because then we can get over here.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay.
Just go through 3 squares.
Okay, great. I need to check a quick little random encounter factoid. So talk amongst yourselves for a hot
Do you
second
guys
here.
suddenly feel a great sense of dread or not? Or is that just me?
I can't tell.
I sense a great disturbance in the force.
Is anybody else's throat like really dry?
You need to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Twice the water, Ileana.
Here, Ileana, have some of my water. Artis hands over his water skin.
No.
No. And then Act flies over. Ileana, have some of my water. And he just kind of like puts
His water is contaminated. Don't take it.
She just probably grabbed the one closest to her because she's just like.
Just like everyone is just trying to push water to Ileana.
This is not like water deep at all.
What, the heat or the amount of people foisting their water skins upon you?
Well, I guess it depended on what kind of dinner we were having. But definitely the heat.
Well, as long as we don't get ambushed by undead, I'd rather deal with the heat than that.
You're going to jinx us, Lucian.
You're the one who said we didn't need to worry about an ambush, Thalia.
I meant yesterday. Today, anything can happen.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
Obviously.
Truly, the gods of fate roll only in your favor.
So, you guys travel throughout the day, and then arrive at a good enough camping spot later in the evening, having not encountered anything so far. So you guys settle down to set up camp here at night, and you build a campfire, get everyone's stuff set up. Do you guys have tents or no?
I don't remember.
I think we've got tents and
Yeah,
like
Ava has one, I think.
yeah, Ava's got a tent. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
some of us
Ava
have
got
tents. And Mask's usual ritual when setting up is like take fishing wire, tie it around the campsite, and put a bell on it. So if anything chips it, it rings the bell.
Yay.
Right. What does that have a perimeter or a specific area that alarm does?
Let me see how
Yeah.
long fishing wire is.
He's asking questions.
Oh,
Clearly something's gonna come.
The fishing wire isn't a physical thing, not the alarm spell. Okay.
It's not a spell. It's a
just
mundane
like a physical
alarm.
wire,
It's like
yeah.
it's a tripwire basically.
Okay, great. So he just sets that up in the nearby perimeter. I think he bought enough fishing wire to double check, just so we can like say with some like certainty. But I think he should be fine to do that. Yeah, you guys are sitting around the campfire with a whole group. Artists, Nozaka, sitting around the fire with you guys as you eat dinner, preparing everything. Let me go ahead and throw us to this map.
Ooh, new
So
map. We're definitely getting something. Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah, for sure.
Oh no.
Would you say that this is an accurate kind of positioning for being around a campfire?
Hold on.
Except for
I
one
gotta
thing.
move something. Shit, I can't move.
Here, hold on. There we go.
There you go. Hold on. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
That's better.
Zip.
No.
No.
Let Ack be next to his baby.
Stop roasting him. He's not here to defend himself.
That's the perfect time to roast him.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
You guys
that's what we did
are
last time.
sitting around the campfire, just meandering about, cooking dinner, not really chatting that much. When you hear a rustling coming from the surrounding brush.
I'm immediately alarmed and I draw my bow and start looking around.
Alright,
Oh
make a perception check. It's nighttime, so you glance off into the shrub. You
Fuck.
glance, and the sound seems to be coming from all around you. This faint rustling in the vegetation. This, as it's getting closer, but you're not able to perceive what direction it's coming from. And you hear what sounds like something like soft, like hooves against soft earth, of something
What?
approaching as it gets closer and closer. And as all of you kind of are seated on edge, suddenly a boar comes out of the vegetation, comes out of the jungle, and runs right across your campsite, and then out
Okay,
through the other side of the
fuck.
jungle.
I'm gonna
There must be something pursuing it.
right away. I'm going to use my ability, Eyes of the Grave,
Mm-hmm.
which gives me the ability to occasionally sense the presence of undead. As an action, I can just do this, can't I? There we go.
Yay.
Okay,
So I know the location of any undead.
thanks for the bits.
Thanks
Okay,
for the bit.
Thank
Cool.
you.
You immediately grasp your holy symbol and channel this sixth sense, and thinking you're in undead territory, you reach out and feel for the presence of the unholy, and nothing pings on your radar. But a moment later, you hear a lot more rustling, and soon enough, you watch as 6, like, small, turkey-sized raptor-like creatures come running out
Oh no.
from the jungle exactly where the boar had run through. And as they get to about the midway point between your group and the other side of the of the brush, they slowly stop and just turn their heads to look at you. And one of them, at the lead of the pack, just goes, and they charge you. So I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh wait, I gotta click on the icon.
Alright.
Yeah, make sure you
Yeah,
click on your
Click
token.
on that
Yeah,
one.
get the turn order up, please.
Ba-da.
Boop.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, let me
Doing
hold on.
great.
Let me remove all turns real quick because I forgot to do that from the last game. So don't if
Can I
you're
keep my 20?
yeah, you can keep your 20.
Alright, just let me
Can I
add a
reroll
turn.
mine?
Should I re-roll? Should I re-roll?
No, you're fine. Just add your turn again.
No.
Hey, that worked out!
Oh,
Nice.
Let me re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll. Is that okay?
hey, for this one time.
Yay!
You reroll 'cause it's your fault.
It didn't help me at all.
Yay! Wow, I went from a nat 1 to a nat 20.
I went from 4 to 3.
Everyone's doing it.
I went worse. And then let's roll avos. Oh no.
And then let me place the Deinonychuses on the board. Because
I
that's
always
what
pronounce them Deinonychus.
Deinonychus? Oh, I see Deinonychus.
Huh.
Interesting.
I recall that someone in the YouTube comments for one of our videos was very upset with the way that you were pronouncing some dinosaur name.
Well, I pronounce them. I pronounce them. That's all I'll say on the matter. As I just,
I pronounce them. Okay, at least I pronounce them.
I now pronounce you Deinonychus. Yes. Also, player's handbook doesn't say anything about the specific length of the fishing line, so I looked up fishing line in general. It's usually around 300 feet. So.
Okay.
Including wrapping that around, though, it'll probably be around like 275 or like 250, depending on how many times you wrap it around trees as you go along.
Yeah.
You want to keep it like relatively tight all the way around.
Yeah. So like a good general alarm for if anything gets close.
Yeah. Oh God, why are there so many of them?
Oh, sorry. These are not. I got them mixed up for a second. I said that these were turkeys, like small turkey size. The small turkey size ones, those are velociraptors. These are the larger versions of a velociraptor. Called,
oh no!
So these are the big boys.
Yeah, those are the ones closer to Jurassic Park size raptors.
Yes, exactly. Because yes, and then we give them their turn.
Oh,
We have to find a kitchen now.
Descending. All right. I assume Ava's dexterity is going to be higher than the Deinonychus, I'll say.
Her dexterity, let me look.
Yeah, check see what the score is.
2. 15 total.
So it's
like,
even. So,
what does that mean? Do I have to re-roll?
Well, she's a turtle, so.
Hey.
I don't know. Oh man, usually in real life I resolve this through a game of rock paper scissors.
What you can do is we can each roll a d10.
Let's do that.
That's how I usually solve it with my Atlantis campaign. If we have that, you either re-roll what you did for initiative, or you just roll a d10, and whoever gets the higher one gets the upper hand.
Okay, I rolled for the Deinonychus.
God damn it, that's really high.
Okay, so the dinosaurs will go first. However, Thalia, you are first up to go against the dinosaurs that have decided that you are more interesting prey than the boar.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, I guess I'll just start it out with giving a good old smack with an arrow.
All right, cool. Which one do you want to attack?
Wait. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'll do something interesting.
Oh.
Yes. I'll get one of my new spells I got. It's so cute.
Aww.
Aww. It won't go. I clicked on it.
Oh no.
Freaking go! It's Moonbeam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's because I didn't update my freaking spell slots.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, you need to kick them back up.
Yep.
Well, it's Moonbeam.
Yep. I got that here in the player's handbook.
So what I'm gonna do is, silvery beam of light shines down a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, and point within range. So what I'm gonna be doing is, I figured it out.
There you go.
I'm gonna be focusing it. It's in a 5-foot radius, so that would.
There.
Yeah, right there would get 5
right
of
there
them.
would get like.
That would be a very good spot. So I'll put it there. And since it's concentration, that's basically just what I'm going to be doing. And then give all those 5 dinos a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And when it is in goal, oh wow, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Go see
I know
flames.
it's really rad, actually.
So that's
Awesome.
that's 5 con saves on their part. So here's the first one. Why did that roll with advantage? That shouldn't have happened.
You're a cheater.
Get the shit out of here.
Fucking eater.
So the first one, what's the DC on that? It's DC.
What's
your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is, I have freaking tabs everywhere.
Thank you for the bits.
Oh god, it went
Thank
away.
Apparently, that completes the bar. Is it 100% now in OBS?
Oh wow, nice.
My spell save DC is 14.
It's at 108. Oh, 14. The first guy. So the first guy succeeds. Let me stop rolling with advantage on these guys because that's advantage.
Congratulations, Mia gets more hit points.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes, there was. Okay, the second guy. Fails. Third. Succeeds. Fourth. Fails by 1. And last guy succeeds. So this guy succeeds. Oh yeah, you roll the damage. It's 19 plus 4?
Because my wisdom mod.
I don't believe you add your wisdom mod to this spell.
Okay, 15 then.
15.
Yeah, it says it takes 2d10 radiant damage. Yeah, so that's just even.
You don't add wisdom.
Yeah, it'll specify
I
if you
hate
do.
that I'm last right now.
C'est la vie. So the first guy succeeds, so he'll take half. So he'll take 7 points of damage, of radiant damage. As you watch as immediately the first to act, Thalia stands up, stomps her staff against the ground, and you watch as a shimmering beam of solid, pale blue moonlight pierces the canopy and just collides on top of the Deinonychai. And for a second, they all begin to, like, shimmer, and their flesh sears with ghostly blue flames. So that's half on that first guy. That guy takes the full 15. Nice. That's 15 damage, so that is 15. Math is a thing. That's that much. Great. The second guy succeeded, so that's also 7 points of damage, and then one guy is at that, and then one guy is at and they take half if they failed, which is still good. Great.
Mm-hmm. And that's gonna stay there for 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Or you can move it, and I think at the start of their turns they have to make the save again.
Yeah, at the start.
Yeah.
Yep. It says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, they have. Oh, well, I mean, technically we jumped the gun here. We should have done this on their turn, but it's fine to do this now. It's fine. It's on their turn that they make the saving throw. But if they end their turn there, then they have to make the saving throw again.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then you can use your action on your next turn to move at 60 feet in any direction. Sweet. Awesome. Alright, then it is Azaka's turn.
Oh, quick. The viewers can't see the dinosaurs on their view.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, they can't. It's just us,
Yeah.
so.
Scroll up
You
so they
gotta
can see
scroll
the
it up,
dinosaurs.
yeah.
Yep, I got it. There you go. I can zoom out a little bit more for this.
Give them the dinosaurs.
There's the dinosaurs.
The dinos.
Yep, there you go. Okay, cool. Azaka's turn. Azaka is going to just run forward right up there. Go away. Razor pop up. And she is going to take her multi-attack, and she is just going to swing into them with some attacks. Let me make her rolls for her. Whips out her scimitar, and is going to go low-key apeshit, is how I'll describe it.
Low-key apeshit.
Low-key apeshit. So scimitar.
What does that even look like? Like
I'll
the
explain in a
calmest
minute.
face in the world as you like rip
Ape
something
shit,
apart.
but like casual about it.
She's gonna
Yeah,
hit
it's like
one
you got a
of
straight
them,
face
and then
as you
the
like
second
tear
one.
something open.
Yeah. You watch, the second one's a natural one. So you watch as Azaka, immediately following Talia's attack, grabs her scimitar and just kind of with this kind of like thick, almost like bestial growl, like leaps off of the log she was standing on, charges forward, slashes into the chest of one of the Deinonychus, and then tries to swing up and follow through with the other one. But that other Deinonychus grabs her blade with its mouth and just throws it out of her hand, knocking it about, putting her blade over here.
What is
and
with this woman and losing her weapons? As I did on
Azaka rolls a lot of natural ones.
Yeah.
Jesus, Zaka.
I swear this never happens to me.
I swear this never happens to me. Great, that's Azaka's turn. And then, actually no, at the end of the turn, she's just gonna sidestep, grab the weapon again, because she can do that. And Mask, it's your turn.
All right. So which of these dinos was the one that took full damage?
It was this guy and this guy.
Okay, great. So, first of all, I am level 3, so that gives me some new rogue abilities that are fancy.
What subclass did you pick, Alex?
I picked the Inquisitive Rogue.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Which basically means I can do a Sherlock scan of anything and figure out, oh, that's how it fights.
Yep.
So I'm going to use Insightful Fighting as I send it to the chat so they can know what it does.
Yep.
Yeah. I can make a Wisdom check against something I can see, contested by their Deception check.
Okay.
And then, if I win, I get Sneak Attack.
Nice.
Oh.
Cool. Let's do it. Roll an insight.
All right. Insight for the one at the top that looks damaged.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
And this is
Because I
against their
think it's only
charisma.
one creature, not the whole race of creatures.
Because this is the guy's bounding with charisma. Yeah, you win.
Yep. Uh-huh. I was going to say, if he won, he would be like, just sashaying away, saying, nope.
Alright, nice. So yeah, you get... Cool. You get sneak attack.
Alright, so I have advantage against that one until I choose otherwise.
Yep.
That being said, since Azaka is next to the other one that's been damaged heavily, I'm going to hide behind and then shoot that bottom guy with short bow.
Go for it. Roll an attack. Hits.
It hits. Yeet. And then that also does sneak attack damage, so...
Your arrow pierces right through the Deinonychus' throat, and with a small gout of blood, it suddenly stammers and falls to the ground dead.
Yay!
Alright. Lucian, it's your turn.
Awesome. I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a good one.
Hella.
I'm gonna summon it right about...
I believe it surrounds you, or...
No.
Oh, it's a point of your choosing, yeah.
Yeah, within range. So I'm gonna summon it right there, that purple square, and I am going to
That'll get...
attack against...
That's spiritual weapon, yeah, okay. So yeah,
attack
what
against that way.
what does your weapon look like, Lucian?
It looks like a bastard sword.
Great.
The kind of sword that my god used to wield.
Yeah, so in the thick of that cluster of Deinonychuses, you watch as there's a shimmer of light, and suddenly there is a glowing kind of incorporeal spiritual bastard sword that is floating in the air and then takes an attack against the Deinonychus. So, that is a 22 to hit that guy. That hits, so roll damage. 10 points of damage against him. Nice. Great. And is that all you're gonna do?
That's my bonus action, so I'm gonna use my action to
Wasn't-
cast...
A spiritual action,
Yay.
a spiritual weapon is a bonus action?
Yes, it is!
Oh shit!
I love it so much.
Oh my god!
That's why it's so fucking amazing!
Nice.
Wait, you can cast it and then immediately follow up with an immediate attack on the same turn? That's
And it's consistent, so you can keep attacking with it as a bonus action.
And I don't think it's concentration either.
I don't.
It is.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's a bonus action. Yeah, that's
good
super
shit.
awesome. Yeah, great.
That's amazing!
That's really good. I love that.
Oh, I fucking love it so much.
All right.
And I'm going
Toll
to
the Dead?
cast Toll the Dead, which is a range of 60 feet, and I'm gonna hit this boy right here. And because it took, well, it has to make the saving throw first.
Which boy where? That guy. Okay. That's
Oh,
what
boy.
saving throw?
Wisdom. DC
Wisdom
14.
save? That is succeeded.
That's a shame. In that case, I do not believe he takes any damage. No, he does not.
Yeah, no damage. So, following up the spiritual weapon attack, you all hear kind of a ghostly bell chime ring through the air, but the Deinonychus that you were targeting it seems to shake off the ethereal, necrotic effects of it. Now it's their turn.
Freaking powerful.
Yeah, now it's their turn. Does the spiritual weapon get a tax opportunity?
I think that would be. I don't believe so.
I don't
It
believe
say
so.
so. That would be
doesn't
total
say so.
bullshit.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'd be no reason to play anything other than Cleric.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Well. Okay, cool. This guy is gonna run away at 5, 10, 15. And then he's going to charge at Ilyana.
Oh no.
5, 10, 15. Wait, no, hold on.
Hello?
That was... Who's there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Like, you see him, he gets here, goes back a few steps, and then charges 20 feet to pounce at you. Yep. So, and then it's going to try to make a claw attack. Specifically, first, it's going to, it's going to do a bite attack. That's a 17 to hit.
16 armor class.
9 points of piercing damage on the first attack, then followed up with 2 claw attacks. 23 to hit.
Jesus.
And then another 23 to hit.
Oh my god.
So on the claw attacks, you take 5 points of slashing damage and then another 6 points of slashing damage. So in total, you're going to be taking 20 points of slashing damage total. And I also need you to make a strength saving throw or be knocked over.
Oh my god. Ah!
Okay, so it leaps onto you and it rips into your, tearing through your clothes and your armor. However, you're able to hold fast and not be knocked over, and so you're fine right now, thankfully.
Holy Jesus.
Let's see. The guy up here is relatively unharmed, so he's gonna go 5, 10, 15. He's gonna charge at Azaka and do the same exact thing. It's a bite attack first. It's a multi-attack, so that counts as a full round of actions. Misses.
Natural 1 on that bite.
Yeah. So he leaps directly at her and just gets backhand slapped by Azaka as she grabs her blade. Second attack hits, and then third attack misses. However, she does need to make a strength save because it is doing pounce. That is going to be succeeds. So Azaka only takes 4 points of slashing damage.
Great.
Yep. Great. That's that dude.
Did
what was
are
that?
you gonna make their Constitution save at the end?
That is if they end their turn in there. They will have to. Which they're not. They're very much trying to move out of there. 10, 15. It's gonna try and move. Yeah, this guy's gonna try to pounce on Ak.
Oh god, I can't believe Ak is gonna get fucking eviscerated.
Yep.
Oh god, no, not Ak. Please not Ak.
So, same deal as before. Bite attack. Natural 1 again.
Nope. It just kind of boops Ak on the snout.
Yep.
Boop.
Okay, so Ak will take 10 points of slashing damage, though, for those other 2 attacks hit. And I need him to make a strength saving throw as the Deinonychus pounces onto him.
Oh boy, I have a 0 strength modifier. This will be fun. It says mask, but I'm using Ak's character sheet, so.
Yep, I see. That succeeded.
Yay.
So he's not knocked prone.
Excuse you, do you mind?
5,
Do you
10,
mind?
15, 20,
I'm gonna
25,
guess that
30,
one's
35.
charging.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
charging mask. He's going to get an attack of opportunity from Azaka, though,
Yay.
because it moved out of her range, so that's a scimitar attack because she has her weapon back. Misses as it runs by, and here it's going to attack you. So the first attack is a leaping bite followed by a claw. That's 4 piercing damage to you, mask.
Okay.
Then claw attacks. What's your AC?
14.
Okay, so that one misses. Third one rather. Misses. So it does not pounce you because it did not land with a claw attack. So it charges you and bites onto you. However, it did not get to pounce you. So you're fine for the time being.
Great.
Yep. And then lastly, this guy up here is going to move 5, 10, 15.
No. No.
Did he move through the moonbeam?
He was in the moonbeam.
Okay.
And it's if you start your turn in there or if you end your turn in there.
Sorry, there were a lot I lost track.
No worries. Where is he gonna go? 5, 10, 15.
No.
10. So yeah, 5, 10, back up. 5, 10, 15, 20.
No!
It's gonna charge Ak.
No.
Multi-attack. Oh, that's
Stop attacking
Azaka.
the
I rolled Azaka's thing. Hold on. Yes. Bite attack on Ak. Natural 20. Ak
He's
takes,
gonna
Ak is
die.
gonna be
Ak
dead.
takes 10 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Ak is at 0.
All right, Ak. Did he go below 0, or is he just exactly at 0?
Exactly at 0.
Great. So he's unconscious. He's not dying yet. However, now he is prone. Oh, he's prone on the ground, which means that all attacks against him are auto crits if they hit. And
Well, isn't that the end of the Raptor's turn anyway?
it gets 2 more attacks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I believe it's prone. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think if you're prone, advantage on melee attacks against you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 2. Oh boy. And these are auto crits if they hit. Against Ak. What's Ak's AC?
12.
Okay, that one does not hit.
Ooh.
Third claw attack does hit.
Ah!
So he'll take automatically 2 failed death saves.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm just going to let you know. I'm not going to be the one to tell Phil that you
I'm
killed
not
Ak
telling
while he
him.
wasn't there.
I'm not doing this.
So
Do you have
that's
healing spells?
the last Deinonychus. Because he got knocked unconscious before it did any of the claw attacks. I'm saying that cancels out the pounce attack. So he's already on the ground anyway. So it did not pounce him because he fell before the claw attack actually hit. So I'll cancel out so that's 2 failed death saves. It's Ava's turn now.
If she can heal, you better heal him.
I think she can. Where are her things? Nope.
It's
Hold
a
on, let me
while
look at the
before-
spells. Nope, nothing. Nope.
It's a while before the dinosaurs get more rounds, so...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Ak's,
but if
Yeah.
Ak
it's Ak's
But Ak
turn.
goes
Ak
right
goes
after
before-
Ava.
Oh,
So that
shit.
means if he fails his next
Yeah.
death save, he's gone.
Well, then make
Yeah.
Ava do a medicine check.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, you can stabilize him. That's a thing you
Okay,
can do.
yeah. Ava's in the God damn it! Because she wants to help Billy, but it's fucking Ak.
Yep.
God,
She will.
mutilated.
She will. There will be an attack of opportunity against Ava if she moves to heal. If she moves to make a medicine check against Ak, though. So
She's a turtle. She can take
true.
it.
she can take it.
Do it.
So that's gonna
Okay, we
be.
gotta save Ak, please. for the
That's
love
gonna
of
be
God.
a claw attack against Ava. Now with advantage. So that's 11 to hit. So that does not hit.
It does not hit.
Yeah. So roll a medicine check for Ava.
Do good.
You need to roll 10 or higher.
Oh my god.
Don't stabilize him. Oh shit. Okay.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I fucking hate this.
Yep. All right. So that's the end of Ava's turn, unless Ava wants to attack. But the medicine turn was her action. Oh yeah, that was her action.
Are you sure she doesn't have any potions or anything?
don't.
Does she have
I don't
potions?
know.
Nothing in her inventory.
Do you give out good berries at the beginning or end of the day?
End of the day?
Ah, shit. Because a good berry will restore 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Potion of healing. We have one.
Oh.
Oh!
Last one.
Pour it down his throat!
Make him choke on it.
Now the real question is doing that an action or a bonus action?
I don't know.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my fucking god. Don't do this to me. This is the worst first time playing this thing.
Actions, unless you have a cunning action, which makes potion stuff like rogues have it. as a
Which
bonus.
Ava does not have a
Can
cunning
you give
action.
me that saving grace because I didn't know she had that.
No, it's in the rules. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I don't want Phil to die when he's not here. Oh, thanks you for the bits, by the way.
If you
Still
were
make
sorry,
us
you'd give him
throw.
advantage on his death saving throw.
No, I wouldn't. I don't break the rules. Let me at what you say it's an action. Let me just double check really quick. Potion of healing, 5e. Doesn't say where is it? Where does it say potion of healing action? Or
I am not telling
Dungeon
him.
Master's Guide 139. Drinking or administering a potion takes an action, unless specifically you have something. Oh, if an item requires an action.
what page? Atlas, what page?
A second.
Potion.
Sorry, I'm looking at.
No, you're fine.
Stack exchange.
Okay, I think it's an action.
Wait, hold on.
I love how as we check like a million source books to try and not kill Phil.
Potion of Healing. A character who drinks the magical red fluid in this vial regains 2d4+2. Drinking or administering a potion takes an action.
Okay.
Player's Handbook 153.
Okay, I'm checking
Sorry.
one more. I'm checking one more thing real quick, just to decide on something. Where is it? Where'd it go?
Neon Rose asks, is 180 bits enough to save ACK hashtag?
860
bits.
Okay, that's your turn, Ava.
Sorry,
so
I'm
it's
a little
Ack's
livid.
turn. So,
I'm a
hey,
little fucking
Alex, roll a d20 for Ack.
Alex, you better fucking get.
He's fine.
freaking-
He's fine so far. He takes 1 point. He
God.
takes 1 point of success. He takes 1 point of success.
Oh!
Jesus fucking
Okay,
Christ.
whose fucking turn is it? Artist!
It's Artis.
Order help!
Artis is going to go now. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. All he had to do was
No,
roll.
it's not!
It's fine. Hey, no, now the healers.
It's not fine
He's
until
gonna,
he
he's
wakes
gonna
up.
get healed before
Ileana,
anything
you can
attack him.
heal!
Yeah,
You
but
can
that thing gets
freaking
enough
cure
attack
him!
on me, and Hurricane wins, I get the fuck knocked down.
I mean, hey, all the healers go before him, so it's fine.
Yeah.
At least for now.
We have like 5 healers. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be alright.
Artis is going to rush into the fray here between those two guys, and he's gonna make 3 attacks with his dagger.
Fucking kill them!
He's actually gonna move. Yeah, he's not gonna go for the flanking with Ileana. He's just gonna go the multi-attack. 2 against the one on Ileana, and then 1 against the one on Ava. So that is. Make sure this. I'm not rolling. Oh, not initiative. Not initiative. Artis.
Yeah,
Artis
welcome
is
to the
confused.
party, artists.
Yeah, finally. Look who just fucking
Jesus
showed
Christ,
up.
Artis.
Yeah, right. Okay, so 2 against the guy on Ileana. Hits. Hits. Then 1 against Ava. Hits. They all hit. Oh wait, no, sorry, that one misses. My bad. So that's going to be for the first one against Ileana. It's gonna be 6 points of damage to it, and then also plus 8. Artis kills that one in front. That's on you, Ileana.
Oh, I can go heal Ack!
Yep.
He shakes it
It's
so
not the
good.
opportunity attack!
Runs up, whips out that very fine dagger he was polishing the day before, grabs the Deinonychus, stabs it twice, once in the throat, once in the abdomen, tosses that dragon to the ground, and then tries to throw tries to stab into the Deinonychus against Ava, but with a quick little whip of the tail, his hand is knocked away. So that brings us to Dragonbait's turn, and Dragonbait is going to go
Slaughter them, baby!
at
Oh my god.
5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna go here now. Next to Ack. And he is going to whip out his why can't I think of words? Longsword. It's a longsword. And you watch as he pulls out this longsword. It's a very brilliant, silvery longsword that almost kind of glimmers with an unnatural light to it. Kind of like a very like a warm kind of glow to it almost. Like just very faint, but it's definitely a magical blade. That is it. And no, yes, maybe, no, yes, maybe. There we go. That is going to be 2 attacks, 1 against each Deinonychus that he can hit, and he's going to do this two-handed. First attack is hits, just hits, and then second attack is hits, 25 to hit. Yeah, that definitely hits. So that's going to be 1d10 of damage on the first guy. That's 8 points of damage on the first guy, and 14 on the second guy. 14. Okay, cool. Great. The one that was below him, he seems to almost completely, like, rend in two, and he gets a good slash on the other guy. And with each, like, arc of that blade, it almost leaves, like, a trail of, like, light with it. But that's just very faintly before it fades away. And that's Dragonbait's turn. Ilyana!
Oh my god, I feel like, okay, so she, like, gets she gets help to get that thing away from her. She looks over and sees Axe, like, bleeding out on the ground. Screams, runs over. Cure wounds! Cure wounds!
You touch him, cast your wounds, roll the dice.
It's a D8 plus my casting modifier, which is what?
Hold on.
What is my spell cast modifier?
Actually,
Charisma.
if you go with 4, you should just be able to click Cure Wounds and cast it that way.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
But also your spell...
Cast at what level? Level 1?
Yes.
Yes.
That's actually pretty good considering it's a D8.
Alright, he's at 7 hit points now. And not dying. For now.
Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks. What the fuck was that?
It's like Phil never left
Scare
us.
me like that, please.
Alright.
Also, is
Thalia.
that considered my action?
That was your action, yes. You still have movement.
Okay. Ilyana probably wants to move over here. Well, actually, no. Is there any way that I could get here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, without getting an opportunity thing against you or anything? Yeah. Okay, because I want to be able to be near that thing so it doesn't attack my boy.
Okay. Now it's Thalia's turn.
Wow, finally. Okay, if I move this circle,
You can move it up to 60 feet. In any direction.
can I, like, click on it and move it? Is that something I can do?
Yeah, if you've made the shape, you can move it.
I didn't
make
make
the
it.
shape, but I can.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
Is it gonna affect us?
No, I'm not. That's not where I want to move it.
I believe it will affect your party.
Well,
yeah, it says just creatures instead of a
Yeah.
creature you choose.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but I'm trying to think of.
There's a feat you can get later on that allows you to like select to like make people exempt from
I
those kind
think
of
if you move
attacks.
it like here, you'll be able to get these two.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you should be able to, and it'll. Because this one's just got the, like. Unless you don't mind hitting this guy.
Yeah. Well, can you move it so that those two dragons, dinosaurs, are on the? Yeah.
Perfect.
So that'll also hit Ilyana and Artis.
All right. Well, better hit one than two. So move it closer to Artis. Yeah, baby. Get fucked, Artis.
Oh no, Artis.
I mean, to fit on a grid. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Great, that's your whole
I
turn
feel like
then?
it moves almost over to Ilyana.
Yeah, that's-
Like, wait, fuck. Like,
Yeah,
That's my action.
If the origin point is where I just pinged, it would only hit like the 9 squares in that square. So, Artis and those 2 dinosaurs get fucked, Artis.
Oh no, Artis.
Yep.
Welcome to the party, bitch.
We all get fucked here.
I think. Well, so that's a normal. Does anyone want any healing? I have healing. That's a bonus
I think
action.
Does.
I guess. I guess I can.
Oh, please
freaking-
heal Ack. Please.
I guess I can heal him. Gosh,
Say
let's
no
see.
to Ilyana.
I'll do healing word.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Also,
So-
when are we taking a break? I gotta let my dog out before he goes to bed.
After the fight.
Okay.
1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
I should make sure he doesn't fall asleep.
6
on
for
me.
Ack.
Alright, Ack is now up by another 6. Alright,
Great.
then
I'm
that
back above-
is...
I'm back above half. Great.
Great. Alright, that's the rest of your turn then?
Yep.
Great. Azaka's gonna take care of it. She's gonna focus her attacks on the guy up here. So she's gonna go full multi-attack against him. Both, only one hit for 4 damage. That's loud. Okay.
Yeah, Cammy, we can 100% hear all of that.
Yeah, we can hear everything Cammy's doing right now. It's fine.
Literally everything, Cammy.
Alright, that's all her turn, though. Yep, that's all Azaka can do. She's just gonna lay into that one Deinonychus. Alright. Mask.
Alright. I'm gonna shank the Deinonychus right next to me.
Go for it.
It's shanking time.
Natural 1.
It's not actually shanking
You
time.
like you do that thing where you whip out your dagger from your like side holster and like flip it around in your hand to stab forward, but like the 2 like finger like talons of the raptor just catch the blade and just like lowers it while staring you in the eyes while going,
Oh my god, does that mean it's fucking armed?
Watch out! It's got a knife!
Then that's your turn unless you want to move. Or cunning action. Anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna cunning action to. Actually, I don't think there's really anywhere I could tactically disengage. I'm fine where I am.
Okay. Then it's Lucian's turn.
Awesome. So I am going to take my bonus action first to move my spiritual weapon over to beep right there, and I'm going to make an attack against that dino.
Alrighty. So, natural 1.
Rip.
It like moves over, and it just swings and just kind of conks Deinonychus on the side of the head with this like boonk, and the Deinonychus like looks confused for a second before shaking it off.
Oh, good.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attempt to cast. It's damaged, right? This one.
Which one? Yeah, I took a little bit of
The
damage.
spiritual one. Okay. So I am going to attempt to cast Toll the Dead.
Great, another
So
wisdom
it's
save.
a wisdom save.
That's 16.
Okay, well, it doesn't hit. And with
These
that,
are-
I am going to use my movement to go...
These are particularly wise dinos.
Apparently...
These
yeah,
are dinosaur philosophers. You might even say velociraptors.
No!
Yeah,
Triple
I'm
disadvantage.
gonna flank over here because I don't want to get charged. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Great. It's the Deinonychus' turn. Those two guys in Artist. Well, Artist will make a saving throw. Thank you, Cammy. Someone tell her
Well,
that when
thanks.
she gets back. So those two dinos are gonna make their Constitution saves.
Yes.
Great
Yes.
con saves. First guy. Natural 20. Second guy. Fails. I'm gonna just lower Cammy's mic now. Because that's really loud. Alright, cool. That was those two guys' turn. So only one of them will take... Oh, no. They'll both take damage. Unless, is there...
One just takes half.
One takes half. Yeah.
2d10 on full and half that.
So roll 2d10.
Uprising?
Uprising?
What? Ah, fuck.
No,
Sorry.
This is... Yeah, Uprising. Roll 2d10.
Go.
13 on the full. So you actually kill this guy. as you watch as it burns up in the blue flames and falls to the ground. Whereas this guy will take 6 points of damage.
Haha.
Called
Loser.
good. Good stuff. Cool. And so cool. So 6 on him. Great. Awesome. Now it's the rest of the Deinonychus. Well, it's the Deinonychus' turn in general. This guy is going to attack Azaka. None of them can actually do any charging, it seems. So,
without getting the hell cut out of them.
Actually, it's gonna move down here without provoking opportunity attacks, and it's gonna attack Azaka, Ilyana, and Dragonbait. So first attack is against. It's not flanking anybody because its buddy is fucking dead. So bite attack against Azaka. Misses. And then a claw attack against Ilyana. It's a 15 to hit.
Ha! Armor class 16, bitch!
Does not hit. And then a claw against Dragonbait is a 20, not natural. It does hit. Dragonbait takes 3 points of slashing damage. Alright, great.
Oh no, my baby!
The guy immediately below him is going to attack Mask, Ak, and Dragonbait.
Do not attack Ak.
I'm attacking Ak. It's going to try to bite.
Stop
to bite Mask. Definitely does not hit.
Yeah,
Claw.
it tries to shake Mask with the dagger, but Mask just takes it back.
Yep. And
oh my god.
none of these hit.
Yay!
That one just kind of flails.
Oh my god.
That's an adorable dino.
Thank you.
Kind of flailing.
It's gonna attack Artis, Ava, and Ak. This guy up here. Bite against Artis.
Stop attacking people
Hits.
who aren't here!
Attacking Ava. What's Ava's AC?
I think it's 16.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
14.
Ava's got
And then
17.
Against
Yeah, 17, because of her shell.
Natural 20 against Ak.
Fucking
So-
Christ!
Fucking god.
12 points of damage against Ak.
Well, he's still alive, barely.
Christ.
Okay, cool. That's all the Deinonychus is because the other ones are dead. So now it's Ava's turn.
Okay, I feel like we can do this without, like, anything else hitting Ak, maybe?
I feel like we can.
So can Ava attack?
Yeah.
Alright, she's gonna start with her quarterstaff, because if I remember right, it starts with that.
One-handed or
So it's
two-handed?
One-handed allows for the multiple strike, right? The unarmed strike?
You can make that as long as you can make that even if with any, it doesn't matter. You can make
Okay,
it
cool. I'm just gonna do two-handed then.
You can two-hand it and then punch follow up with it.
Oh wait, that was Ava, but
Yeah.
I forgot to change it, but it's 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage. 3 bludgeoning. All right. And then you want to try and follow up with a punch?
Yes. So
Alright.
one-armed strike?
Yep. Misses.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to do, or is that it? Like, you want to move, or are you good where you are?
I think she'll probably, like, move this way. Just so that she's closer to Liana.
Right.
But, like,
Okay. Wait. Where did you go?
Oh, wait, that's a movie, right. Fuck,
Yeah.
never mind. I changed my mind.
Yep.
Changed my mind.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, now
Yeah.
it's Ak's turn.
Ak, fucking leave.
Yeah. Ak looks at this, and he's like, well, this is the right pickle. I think I know what I'll do. I'm going to go fucking invisible.
Ak just with like a brief Ak with the strum of his instrument just disappears, just suddenly just vanishes from sight.
Ak!
Boop, 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 boop. Goodbye.
Yep.
Get further away. You have like 60 feet. Get the fuck out of there.
No, I had to stand up first, so that's half my movement.
Oh.
So because and I don't think that triggers opportunity attacks Well, actually, no, I think it still does. It's just that they get disadvantaged because they can't see him.
No, it doesn't, because
Really?
I went boop, 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 boop. I'm still next to him.
Yeah, it has
No,
to move. or
this
hinge.
guy.
I think it's that guy, yeah. This is
Oh, okay,
That
yeah,
guy.
that guy.
I think that guy gets a chance.
But with disadvantage because he can't see Ack.
Where the fuck did you go? So
Yes.
Ack, fly away. Fly away, my boy.
Yep.
All
It's
right.
disadvantage against.
Please
with
just
a-
go away.
That is. Oh, 21 to hit.
Mother of fuck!
Oh my god!
Jesus!
Don't do this to me.
9 points of damage to Ack.
Well, I'm invisible. Nothing could possibly go wrong with me. Oh, fuck.
So is he still?
He didn't even move.
No.
You watched him go invisible. The Deinonychus like hissed and like just like swiped out into the ether, and you watch there's just a gout of blood from nowhere, and Ack just suddenly appears again in the space and then collapses to the ground.
Wow, it
God damn
almost
it, Ash.
can't get any worse.
Oh my fucking god. Wait,
that-
he's invisible anymore?
No, yeah, he's not invisible anymore. It immediately
Okay.
because it's a concentration spell and
I feel
falling
like Abba
unconscious.
looks over and, of course, when I like, breaks forth more. Of course, when I've already used my turn.
That's beautiful. All right, it's Artis's turn. Artis is gonna do a stabby stab against the Deinonychus right in front of him. So that is
Please kill this one.
that one misses. It's gonna
No.
it's gonna do another stabby stab. 'Cause he has 3 stabby stabs. That one hits
Kill
for
it.
7. Kills that one,
Oh my god, yes.
and is going to.
Wait,
he
that
still has-
one? How could
Yeah.
he reach that far?
What? He stabbed right in the one in front of it.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other guy. Never mind.
No.
I was thinking it was this dude. I was like, how the fuck?
Oh, also he needs to make a wisdom save, because he's in the moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
He fails it, so he takes 2d10 to roll 2d10.
He must be punished.
Yeah.
Takes 15 points of damage.
Jesus.
God, I fucked him.
Oops. Okay.
You are ruining him.
Alright,
So,
hold on, math.
Marty, it might be good to get out of the fucking moonbeam.
Yeah, no, he's moving out of the fucking moonbeam. And then he's going to use a bonus action, and you watch as he actually disappears. And then immediately reappears right over there. With a flare of the gem on his dagger's pommel. He vanishes and then reappears on the other side. And he's going to attack the one that's right below Dragonbait with advantage because Mask is flanking.
Yay.
Yay. Roll. I clicked, it didn't roll. There we go. Hits. Damage. Also kills that one.
Oh, thank God Ack isn't anywhere near anything anymore.
Yep. He's fine. Now it's Dragonbait's turn, and Dragonbait's gonna go full ham on that guy. Quite. What is it again? Hold on, let me just double check one thing real quick. Yeah, you as he wields the blade and holds it with both of his hands and slices down at the Deinonychus, you smell what?
Ham.
No, you don't smell ham. Actually, you don't smell ham. What you do smell
What do you smell?
is
Burnt toast.
kind of like violets.
Ooh,
Oh, pretty.
what a lovely smell of death.
What a lovely smell of death. Alright, so that's... Actually, Dragonbait's gonna move here to get flanking with Ilyana.
Hey!
Hey! So that's gonna be... two-handed. One hit, second attack. Nope, I made... Okay, that's fine. Natural 20.
Jesus.
So that first attack deals...
Oh, it's that sword. I
Yes.
know I'm metagaming, but
It's fine.
What?
14 slashing damage. I should really whisper these rolls, but don't metagame. It's fine.
Okay.
And... Yeah, 14 slashing damage. Nice. And then... That's gonna be 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 5 is... Why am I doing the math? He kills it. This thing has 22 hit points.
How dead is it?
It's very dead. As you watch as he spins the blade,
shoot,
arcs it through its midsection with a gout of blood, and then follows up by cutting off that one's head.
Oh, damn.
That's a little extra.
Goodness gracious.
Mask just gives a single golf clap.
Silence.
Liana's running over to her to Ack.
Dragonbait walks over to Ack as well, and as he approaches him and kneels by his side, he's gonna make a medicine check. Thanks for the bits.
Thanks for the bits.
Thank you.
Dragonbait's gonna make a medicine check, and as he approaches him, you smell ham as he approaches.
Yes! Now we smell ham!
I think
now it is ham.
I believe we just got a thing. I missed the notification sound, though.
What thing?
It was... Here, I'll tell you.
Oh, it's a new follower!
New follower! Hey, welcome!
Thank you!
Thank you,
No problem.
Coach
Thanks for the
000. Thank you for the follow. Alright, cool. Yeah, he's gonna make a medicine check. Normal, not with advantage.
Get Liana help!
He stabilizes Ack. So Ack is no longer dying.
I want to help heal my boy, but I don't have any more cure wounds because I can only... Wait, I can do it again, right?
Yeah, you can do it again.
I can cast it again. I'm casting it again because this is the end of the day. So... Oh, wait, let me cast it as Ileana. Not as Ava. Yeah! No, not as Ava! Oh, well. 6.
All
I
right.
know something. Ack wakes up. You know, I think this is the absolute worst trip I've ever been on.
Get used to it, buddy.
It's probably only gonna get worse.
I
Indeed.
can't even be mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Princess says there's no music and no notification sounds, so
Oh, no, the
wait.
notification sound isn't working.
What do they mean, no music?
there's no music, is what they mean.
Oh, I turned the battle music off. It's Sirenscape again.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I hear the sirenscape, but
Oh, I
the
didn't
notification
hear the
sound
battle.
I couldn't hear the battle music, so.
No.
I guess it was too
I
quiet.
didn't listen to the music. I was playing something else. Just because I like to have like the
Notification sounds are actually being really quiet for some reason. And I don't know why.
Maybe
you might
the
wanna
actual
turn it off.
audio you uploaded. Yeah, it might be.
Let me
might
go
need to turn up
into
the gain on this.
I can actually make them louder. Hold on.
You can also do that during the
Phoenix
break.
Rising. I was
Yeah,
supposed
I'm
to
going
run
to.
towards the light, right?
So, yeah, you guys, silence overtakes you as the battle calms. You have
Silence
a pile-
overtakes us, and then I look at their camp and I say, "Well, now our camp is fucked."
Artist looks around and he's like, it's only a few dead dinosaurs. Nothing a little, elbow grease can't fix.
I wonder how palatable dinosaur meat is.
It's actually quite tasty if you cook it right.
I imagine it tastes something like chicken.
A bit insensitive, don't you think? Lucine just sort of like glances over her head. You almost fucking died.
You know,
Liana's just
I would
looking
be-
at Ack with like tearful eyes, like, "Oh my god, please."
you know, I would be mad, but I hate mascots already, so, I mean, what is there else to say?
Fair enough. And Lucien will dispel the bastard sword, and I don't know. I'll toy with the idea of skinning and cooking the dinos, but it's a bit late into the night. I just want to go into my trance. I'll help
Totally.
clean up the camp.
I help up the camp, and then I just immediately fucking go into my trance.
Nice. Cool stuff. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and take a break real quick. Be back here in a minute to continue the adventure.
Hooray!
Yay.
All right.
See
See
y'all
you in a
soon.
few.
See you in a bit.
It's fine, don't worry about it. So, we are back with more Tomb of Annihilation. You guys took a long rest, so you got all of your abilities back. Tully, I believe you wanted to know what the weather was for today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will tell you. It is... Oh, boy. Update. Hold on. Let me move my water out of the way so I don't, you know, spill it everywhere when I try to move these books. Because I can't make smart decisions for shit. Holding up my Tomb of Annihilation DM screen, which I don't use for this stream, because it's a stream. Alright, well, today's weather is a normal 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It is with strong winds and a light rain.
Okay. I relay the weather, and I'm like, kind of a shit day. Actually, a pretty shit day.
We've had worse, says Artis.
At least it's
I
not
suppose
hard.
so. It's hard to get good weather in this type of environment anyway.
That it is. That it is. Alright, well, onward.
Mm-hmm.
Onward.
Yeah.
Onward.
Very well. Lead the way.
Alright.
So, go ahead and make the navigation check, and I need 3 people to do a d20 roll. For random encounters for today.
I'll do one.
Okay. Alright, are you guys moving at a fast pace today or no?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Faster we get out of undead.
Fast would be good.
Alright, let's see. You guys do not move an extra hex.
Boo.
Are you moving, which hex did you want to move to? Below or adjacent? Do you want to move there?
Adjacent.
How
Yeah, it's that one.
Yes, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Let's get closer to the river, please.
Yeah. Well, the good news is the day passes by without any encounters. Yeah, so nothing attacks you. You've been making pretty good headway through the undead territory without anything getting the better of you guys. So endeth that day. The next day, we check the weather, as always. The weather on this day is 95 degrees with strong winds and no rain.
Great.
At least there's a breeze.
Hold on to your pants.
Navigation check and 3 d20 rolls.
Always.
Okay,
Always.
we'll roll a d20 again.
Unless you prefer I not.
I was going to say, I thought you didn't really hold on to your pants.
Well, if somebody else is holding them for me.
We really
And
got
a
to
night
talk
roll.
about-
I'll roll one.
Okay. Great. I have good news and I have bad news.
Great.
The bad
Let's hear
news
the bad news. Yeah.
is
Bad
you
news
guys are
first.
you guys are lost.
Okay, well that's good.
The good news is you don't encounter anything even though you are lost. So let's just make that disappear.
I appear to have not been able to hold on to my pants.
Maybe
this
you
a
should
problem
have
you-
somebody else hold on to them for you.
Is this a problem you frequently have?
No.
With
I
this
see.
group, you know, perhaps the less said about holding up hands, the better.
I
I
don't know.
suppose that's fair enough.
Tally's got a pretty tight grasp on him. What?
I see.
Well, I
Well-
don't wear pants, so
Since we don't know where in the
God, I hate all of this.
well, since we have no idea
straight
where
up
on
shit talking it.
well, Artis is like, well, since we don't have any idea where on the peninsula we currently are, let's get to know each other a little bit more. Anybody? Anybody? Any questions? No?
What type
Sudden-
of material are your pants?
Oh, they're like a fine wool. I got them up in the north. I've been using them for quite some time. They've served me
So
well.
what the fuck brought you out here in the middle of all of these undead in the first place?
Is that what Ilyana says?
No, that's what Ava says.
Well, oh, that's Avas. Oh, okay. Forgot that you're playing those two.
I don't have a good Ava.
Artist is like a little taken aback by this, and he says, "Well, I do have my reasons. This is actually not my first time in Chilt. I've been here many times before. This is my most recent excursion into this jungle. I'm looking for my wife, as I've said.
Right. I forget. Did you say you have any idea where she could be?
He, like, looks down at the ground for a second and gives, like, this sigh. I have an idea, but at the same time, I'm not really sure. It's pretty complicated.
Well, maybe we'll stumble across her with our wonderful luck we've been having.
I doubt it, but one can only hope.
I mean, what are the odds that we run into you out in the jungle when somebody else has asked us to look for you in the first place? It's a large continent.
Very fair. Very fair.
Ileana's like fiddling with her pendant.
What's, Artist takes notice of this. What do you got there?
She kind of pauses and she just reaches it out. Slowly.
He looks at it, looks back up at you. Family crest?
Nods.
Oh.
Yes.
It's pretty. What's the name?
Aridin.
Aridin. What is that? Baldur's Gate? Waterdeep?
Waterdeep.
Oh.
You haven't seen it before, have you?
I haven't myself. I don't spend a lot of time up near Waterdeep in recent times. I'm not overly familiar with the nobles there either. Not really familiar with the nobles of anywhere, really. I don't really pay much attention to that. The only noble house I know of is Rayburton, but others, I have a vague recognition. You're a noble, then?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Well, what's a noble doing out in the middle of the jungle, other than ending the death curse?
She kind of pauses, but she clearly doesn't look comfortable answering that to him.
He raises up a hand. He's like, "Well, hey, if I have overstepped my bounds, I apologize. Don't want to pry. Just curious is all."
I believe we all have some things we'd rather not talk about. Nothing personal.
No, of course not. We all have our secrets. And then he looks
Some
over.
people have more than others. I look at Mask.
I'm the one wearing them. And he shrugs like, "You're not wrong."
Artist looks at you and he says, "Yeah, if anyone has the most secrets, I wouldn't be surprised if the man in the death mask had one."
One few. I try to make it my business to know secrets.
Hey. I can't judge that. Well, let's say we keep moving and hope we find some semblance of a familiar path.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Very well. Onward. Alright, and you guys continue until eventually finding a good enough stopping place. Would you like to know the weather for tomorrow?
Of course.
Of course. The weather tomorrow is going to be normal 95 degrees with strong winds and no rain.
Another pants-holding day it is.
Another pants-holding day it is.
Now that time's kind of passed, I feel like Ileana would bring it up again. Like, if it's nighttime now. Because she feels bad. He's been fighting with them. He helped technically save her from that, one dinosaur thing that jumped on her. So she'd probably, walk up to him after it got a little darker and just say, I apologize for being a little distant. She's fiddling with stuff more, oh god.
Oh, it's perfectly alright. No need to fuss over that. I understand. Not everybody's comfortable telling their whole life story. I can certainly relate. I have my hesitations when it comes to trust myself. So don't worry, I understand. I haven't told you all my life story yet either, so don't feel inclined to do yours.
Well, you said you were looking for your wife.
True, I said I was looking for my wife. Didn't tell my whole life story, though.
Well, she's kind of shifting her eyes a little bit. It just says I've been looking for my father.
And how's that going?
Not good.
Sorry to hear that. Family is very important.
Yeah.
I hope you find him. I do. And
Thank you.
if you've come to Chult looking for him, well, it's a big place, but somehow you found me. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the end you found your father.
I would be optimistic if I were you too. At least you have someone to search for.
You're just here for the curse, is it?
Something like that.
Ah. Well.
No personal ties.
Ah. Well. I will say, for a group of random adventurers I met a few days ago, your folks are alright. I'm happy I ran into you. Literally. And figuratively.
Likewise.
Gives a nod.
She looks awkward.
Yeah. Mask finishes up his prayers, then just looks up and nods.
Meanwhile, Azaka's just tearing into a haunch of roast boar.
Like the whole time they're having that like sweet conversation, she's like
spitting out bits of cartilage here and there.
she does not give a damn.
And then she like holds up the roast. She holds up like she holds it up and she's like, "Does anybody want some more? I got 2 other boards."
Oh my god, I'm just picturing M'Baku being like, "Are you done?"
Are you done? Yeah.
Lucian will absolutely go get some more fucking boar.
Yeah. Definitely. Alright. Well, the conversation tapers off for a while. And for today, go ahead, 3d20 rolls, and make a navigational check for me, if you don't mind.
Alright. So,
I'm
D20.
so absolutely in love with the friggin' character development. Gosh.
It's really good.
It's so good.
It's so
It's
good.
so good.
It's so good. Oh no, are we lost
Oh
again?
boy, get
I'm
ready
so lost.
to get lost again.
I think
And
we're
then,
lost
and then
again.
one more d20 roll for the day.
Oh no.
I'm too busy thinking about the sentimental bullshit.
This is why we don't have character development.
Oh no, feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are.
That's why I made Mask. He just doesn't feel anything. Woo!
Yeah!
Yeah, but for Stairs, I'll try to get him into an actual conversation next time around.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine.
Yeah,
I don't remember if we had 3 or not.
I did.
We did, so don't
Yeah,
worry.
we did.
We have 3.
Just in
So-
case.
5, 1, and 14. I don't
Yeah,
like
right.
that there's 1.
Well, another day of being utterly lost and wandering around.
Where are we?
No encounters, though, today. Next day,
For the love of God.
let's roll the weather.
Oh boy.
Today is a regular old... Actually, no, it is gonna be cooler today.
Oh, thank God.
Maybe
So
now we
4.
can find some actual path.
It is only 85 degrees today.
Oh, thank God.
With a strong wind blowing, and also
Oh, nice.
light rain.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have even brought my cape. I've never used it. It's just a wait.
Alright, so...
To catch something, or I don't know.
Navigation for today and 3d20.
Okay. There's 1, 16.
We're finally gonna get out.
We know where we are.
You guys are here.
Hey, that's not bad.
Wow, that's like where we wanted to be.
Lucky, yeah.
We're actually in the relative right direction.
Yeah.
We like,
Hooray!
we're just like fucking around, and then we see the river, and we're like, oh shit.
All of that character development actually paid off. Look, the river.
Oh fuck my pants. Oh fuck the river.
Okay, I'm checking 2 things. Oh boy, 2 very exciting things. I'm excited to see what they are.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, early in the morning, as you guys are, it is, Talia, it is you, Azaka, Dragonbait, and Artis, who are standing on, like, a nearby rock overlooking the area, looking at the map, and you watch as Artis, like, with, like, a flash of his dagger, it turns into a compass. and like he like uses that to like help you survey the area. And after like an hour or so in the early morning, you guys realize where exactly you are, and all just like sigh with relief as you can say with some certainty, you know where you're going to be heading from here on. You're actually really close to the river. Early in the morning, however, as you guys begin walking out, you come across, you see nearby in the distance, Triceratops grazing.
An herbivore.
Aww.
Oh, what a pretty boy.
We shouldn't have any trouble. Just go around him.
Ileana's like fascinated.
Just wave at the pretty boy.
Look at him from a distance. Don't make him feel scared. Otherwise, he'll attack.
Maybe no sudden
And-
movements or attacks.
As you guys come into this, the Triceratops like slowly lifts its head and just kind of eyes you all, kind of cautiously.
Can I do something to show it that we mean no harm?
Make an animal handling check.
Sorry, that was with advantage. Just take the first one.
Yeah, you've been around a lot of animals, not a lot of dinosaurs in your personal history. I mean, you've experienced dinosaurs these past few weeks in the jungle, but you show a very non-threatening demeanor, and you guys kind of begin circumventing, not like showing any aggressive movements. You can see that there's actually a nest nearby with what looks like a recent Triceratops hatchling and 2 unhatched eggs. And you make a very careful note not to get between the nest and the mother.
Ileana's just looking at the nest like...
You circumvent, don't get in between the two, and continue on your way.
I hope her babies do well.
Me too.
They were quite adorable.
As for the rest of the day, where do you want to go? Like, what hex do you want to go to?
We're getting on the river.
Yeah, get on that.
We're floating along that sweet, sweet river.
So, you can move 2 hexes on the river.
Yes.
Or 3 hexes if you want to move at a fast pace.
No, let's just do 2.
Okay. So, by the end of the day...
Well, I don't want to be the one who commands that. Does everyone agree with me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Right. 2 hexes will get you there by the end of the day, going downriver. As you guys come up off the river, set up camp, get everything ready to go, you see something. And I'm slowing down my speech because I'm trying to find the river playlist. And I seem to have lost it. There it is. Found it. Anyway. You see... spiked to a tree, you see a corpse that is actually been impaled onto a nearby tree.
Who wants to check it out?
Sure, I'll take a look.
Okay. You get closer and take a look. And you see that this is a half-orc explorer that has been spiked to this enormous tree by a broken-off Triceratops horn.
Oh, how awful.
Nice. Are
They
there
got
any
too
other
close.
additional wounds on him other than that?
No. Other than that, you don't see anything.
Cool. I guess I want to look around generally the area, see if I can find any other indications of...
See if you can loot anything.
Right.
Yeah,
You
I'm
give
gonna go up and loot shit.
Go
Great.
for it.
Well, there's not much to be looted. The body's been there for quite some time. Most of the armor has been worn and rusted. Simple leather and it's just kind of torn up and ruined. The clothes aren't in good condition. The body doesn't have anything of wealth nearby, and you kind of give a cursory examination of the area, and you don't find anything of any. You don't find anything actually.
Which way is which way is he facing?
He's just facing kind of southward, like a southeasterly. It strikes you that this probably wasn't the same Triceratops, especially because the Triceratops horn is broken off broken off, so it's hanging there, and the Triceratops you saw had fully intact horns.
Oh well, usually if we're being warned away from an area,
Oh.
you know,
It
the person
doesn't
hung up
seem-
is facing away.
It doesn't seem like a warning.
Okay.
Yeah. It just seems like
a
an
random ass corpse.
Yeah, it seems like an incident.
Okay, gotcha.
An explorer met an untimely fate.
Yeah, I thought somebody might have strung him up, but...
No, yeah, it's fine. Definitely not doesn't seem like a warning sign. But other than that, yeah. But Artist says,
and I was just sitting there like, well, there goes another one.
Yep. Artist is like, yeah,
it's
it's not terribly uncommon in these parts. People come out of the jungle and they just don't come back.
Yep, because they think they're able to do this without shit happening to them, and then here they go.
Dragonbait just kind of, Dragonbait nods just a little sadly, and you smell roses on the air.
Yeah, I'll actually go up to the corpse and just say a quick prayer to Kellenborg for this poor sod. Hope his soul finds some peace.
Yep. Anything else you guys want to do today, or shall we continue on to the next day?
I mean, I feel like there was that one slight bit of panic with it half orc, so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus.
Like, tonight, Mask's prayers are lasting a little longer than usual because he's saying a prayer for the dude who got fucking impaled by a triceratops.
Yeah.
What a metal way to die.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Ileana knows what he's saying.
Yeah, Ileana knows what he's saying.
Aww.
As you're
like if she's talking about that, she might, like, after he's done with his prayers, just say like, that's really sweet.
All right, Mask just kind of like startles upright, turns to Ileana, and says, "You understood that?"
Yes. She kind of like all of a sudden looks panicked, like, oh god.
Well,
I may have made an error.
Where did you learn it?
It's celestial, yes.
Yep.
It's celestial, yes.
Okay, so I've known that because I'm elfin, right? Or it's just because I'm a paladin?
I think it's one of the languages you picked.
Yeah, it's one of the languages they picked as a paladin. So she's
Yep.
just like, I learned it as part of my teachings. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry or.
Oh no, that's fine. I can hardly blame you. It's just I usually pray in that language because so few people bother to learn it.
Oh. Well, it's a very interesting language.
Yes, indeed. Quite melodic. I find it calming.
That's a lovely way of putting it.
She kind of like gives him that little baby smile of like, oh no, I protect. That smile.
You can't see it, but I'm smiling right now too. I feel the need to tell people that.
She kind of puts her hands to her face and does a small gasp, like.
All right.
She kind of like is genuinely shocked and goes, "I won't tell if you don't want me to tell."
Well, Mask looks around.
You can tell she's very genuinely pleased.
I mean, I suppose I trust this bunch. Not sure I'd trust them with my life. Ak, I know for certain, doesn't like me for whatever reason, and, well, other than him, I'm sure no one else would really know the significance.
And then she just kind of nods, like,
Oh, okay. I'll let you go to bed. I'm sorry, again.
Ileana.
Yes?
Because I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get the chance to say this to you again. I just want to make these feelings really clear. You're a good person, and I'm not, and I want you to stay that way.
That's very good.
She just looks a little bit confused, but nods.
I'm gonna give Alex inspiration.
Thank you!
Yay!
That was good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Meanwhile, Artis is looking over the map with whoever else wants to be, I assume with Thalia, to talk about tomorrow's adventures. And he points at the map and he drags his finger and he says, "Well, it seems like we're about 20 miles on foot from this Sabal place. We can continue by river, but really at that point we'll just be circumnavigating it. What do you think we should do?"
Well, I think we should keep going down river because you have a point. Let's go on land.
On land? All right.
we can just go straight down. Because if we go on the river, we're going to be going the same amount of spaces to go to it anyway. So we're just wasting time.
Right, right. Well, if we keep it a normal pace, we can be there maybe 2.5 days, a little over 2 days maybe. Or if we push it on the second day, we can probably get there at the, late, before midnight, hopefully. Maybe closer to 10.
Well,
Let's go at a normal pace, I think.
We could always try moving at a faster pace and get there in a single day. It's up to you.
the less days we spend traveling, the less likely we are to get lost.
And the less likely your friends are to die to the death curse.
Indeed.
Alright, I leave it in your hands.
So then, let's go at a quick pace, as Lucian suggested.
Alright.
And
at least to make the
see...
attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You can predict the weather, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
How's it looking tomorrow?
How is it looking?
Extreme heat.
It's looking fucking hot. We probably shouldn't even wear pants tomorrow.
Well, if we get... Well,
I mean, I never wear pants, so I mean, I'm good on that front. Straight up shirt cocking it.
Well...
Looks over with Ack. I was terrified for like 2 seconds.
Artist, eyes him for a hot second,
Mask looks over. That is a thing I think none of us needed to know. Thanks.
I don't want to, Great, okay. I think all the more reason to get there in a single day. If this monastery is supposedly helpful, maybe it'll have cold drinks for us by the time we get there.
That'd be nice.
One can only dream.
One can only
Even
hope.
the word cold drinks is tempting.
Oh, the alcoholic.
Right.
Oh, please God, let them be alcoholic.
I'm starting to miss the drinks that we had in the city, even though I had never had them.
I don't.
Well, onward.
Onward.
Well, we need to sleep first, but after that...
we end up, I
that's
guess.
the thing. I mean, I'm getting a little excited here, don't mind me. I'm gonna go to bed, and he just walks over, walks away,
Moron, and then I'll
goes
go
into
to
his
bed.
tent.
I just kind of freaking watch him, and I'm like, okay. And then I just go into a trance.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Alright, no encounters at night. You guys are fine. Next day.
Yay.
So, it is extremely hot out, pushing 100 degrees, a little bit over, and more sweat, more water needed. Make a navigational check, and also I need 3d20 rolls for random encounters.
Ileana is slowly dying of heat. Oh.
And one more. It looks like it went Lucian, Ileana, and Mask. And then Thalia got a sneak one in there. So we'll
I always get a sneak 17.
Sneaky 17.
And do you want to roll? Do you want to try? And you're going at fast pace.
Yeah.
You don't make it at a fast pace.
Wow.
But you are at a you do have a -5 penalty to your passive perception rolls. And if you'll excuse me, I need to check some random encounter tables.
Great. Well, luckily,
we can
we're
have more discussions
definitely
on how
not-
Ileana is dying of heat.
You encounter a lich. No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You encounter a planet!
Oh, fuck. Not this one.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Question, Ileana, when you were talking to Artis the other day about who you're looking for, were you being super private with him, or would other people have
I mean,
possibly
if
overheard
other
you?
people saw her over there, they probably heard her talking about it. She wasn't trying to be like, hey, so guess what? I'm looking for my dad.
Okay. I was
So.
just wondering.
Yeah, no. So
All right.
people probably know if they were casually sitting.
So early in the morning, as you guys are setting out, you spot what looks like a cluster of figures off in the distance.
Okay.
Well-
Do I get it any more than that if I do a perception?
You make a perception check.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Ava's
Ilyana-
just sitting there like
Ilyana and
cracking their eyes
Mask.
like, who the fuck are those people?
Right, Ilyana and Mask, what you see are 10 Ava doesn't even see them, she just keeps going. You see a horrific sight. You see what looks like a cluster of 10 Chultans, tribal, with torn, dirty, like, loincloth clothing, and what looks like bone necklaces, with ghastly face paint on, and what looks like an upside-down blue triangle painted onto their foreheads, all clustered around the rotting remains of a dismembered zombie, and they are feasting on it.
Let's keep fucking moving.
Ilyana like really grabs Ava in fear. Like grabs her, she's like, Ava!
And you hear Azaka curse under her breath, "Cannibals."
What do we do?
Well, if
Keep
you want,
moving.
keep
quickly.
moving, be quiet, keep good distance.
Cannibals would stoop to eating undead flesh.
They've stooped to many laws.
So let's not let them stoop to us.
I feel like Ilyana's making that horrible face of like, God, I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
I wonder what sort of conspiracy would put cannibals out in the jungle.
Fuck you.
Okay, I'm taking away the inspiration.
How dare.
Well, other than that,
Can we just go round, please?
you guys decide to stay quiet and just keep your distance and go around, avoiding the cannibals. You avoid the cannibals and you continue on your way. And you continue southward, and about midway through the day, you hear, like, what sounds like heavy footfalls.
God.
And a moment
Bigger
later,
camo.
you see a lone brontosaurus lumbering through the jungle towards you guys, seemingly oblivious to your presence.
It's a pretty big dinosaur.
I love it.
And it's... Some of you are in its way as it's approaching.
Oh God, move.
Well, I mean, move out of the way, but
Yeah,
I love
let's
it.
fucking go.
Yeah, you step out of the way, right as one of its large feet lands nearby. Doesn't seem to notice you guys at all and just continues past into the jungle.
Oh, it'd be so nice to not have to worry about anything like that.
Can you imagine putting a palanquin on one of those? Like an elephant? Whoa. I know what I'm gonna do if I ever get enough money to muster the resources.
I just wish I had that kind of life where you didn't have to worry too much about anything.
Like a
She like
brontosaurus.
covers her mouth like shit. That was too much to say. She's like,
Well, I'm sure you have to be worried about the odd
Yeah.
tyrannosaur or people hunting or whatever
Cannibals.
else. Cannibals. Well,
There's
I don't
always
think
great-
brontosauruses.
There's always a great
Brontosauruses are
deal to worry
herbivores.
about, Ilyana Eridan.
wait, what do you say?
There is always something to worry about, Ilyana Eridan.
Very true.
I guess
The use of the full name is a nice touch. Never do that again.
I mean,
Mask just slowly turns towards Thalia. You may be pretending
squint
to be her
at him.
mother, but you may be pretending to be her mother, but you are not mine.
I'm
Ooh.
speaking in general.
what? Do you have a thing against people using their full names, Thalia?
No. And don't say it like that.
Say it like how? Like
Well,
what? Please,
all this is
anything.
happening.
Like
Uh,
and
Well,
she
all this-
makes like a joking like face, a joking seductive face like, "Ooh, do you not like full names?"
I
That
didn't even
garbage.
say it like that. Now you're putting words into my mouth, among other things.
Well, you guys smell brimstone on the air, and you look over and to see Dragonbait making a face kind of like this. And you smell brimstone as he's looking around at you guys.
It's not my
Goodness.
fault you always take things I say the wrong way, and I just kind of huff off.
oh goodness.
Well, alrighty then. Onwards, Artis says.
This is like awkward silence.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like, enough with the drama queens.
Yep. Next day. Let's check that weather.
Alright, what's
It's normal weather. It's normal weather today. With light wind and no rain.
Awesome.
Can
That's a nice
I
day.
get 3 d20s for encounters and a navigational check from Thalia?
I'm gonna roll a d20.
I'll get a d20.
Oh no.
I guess I'll get a d20.
Alright.
Do
Okay.
it.
I mean, 4 of us, 4 rolls.
I
Yeah.
probably just shouldn't even roll the d20 since I'm
Yay,
doing
we got
this.
another nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We got a nat 1 and a nat 20.
I will ask Thalia, do you guys want to move at a fast pace to reach Sabal before late at night? Or do you like to reach it maybe about like midday? Or do you want to reach it actually like in the earlier evening? Or do you want to get to Sabal like past dark?
I think let's try and go for midday.
Alright, so I'll roll a
I agree.
d4. You guys move the extra hex, so therefore you can make it to Sabal
Yay,
today.
we're at Sabal.
We made it!
We made it.
Let me-
And good news is we made it during the daytime, so they can get a good look at us.
Yeah. Let me check something really quick. Let me check some random encounter stuff real quick. Because as you're walking, you guys enter a part of the jungle that is full of very tall, towering plateaus, like sheer cliffs and very tall plateaus. It's very scenic, very beautiful. And I'm just trying to find the right random encounter table. This would be... these aren't mountains, so I'm just going to say that this is just generic jungle. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. So, you guys march south at a really good pace, the fastest pace you guys have made in several days, and cover a lot of ground. And well past afternoon, sometime into the early evening, around maybe 2 or 3 bells past noon, you guys come upon a sight. You guys see ahead of you, as the DM scrolls to find the description, where'd it go? Ah, there it went. You guys see an ancient monastery overlooks the jungle from its perch on the cliffs of a tall plateau. Stone steps and rickety walkways connect the various buildings, the lowest of which is 500 feet above the ground. The main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into its crumbling facade. Every few minutes, birdfolk either land at the monastery or launch themselves off from its balconies and take to the sky. Welcome to Sabal.
Well, this is very cool.
Oh boy. That just looks. I was looking at like the pathways up. It's just that looks so treacherous. Great.
You guys stare straight up, and it's like I said, 500 feet above you is the lowest building on that, and the wooden pathway on the way up and like the parts of it that are carved into the cliff are long since ruined. There's a rough path that you could climb to get up there. It'd be a little bit of a trial, but it's not utterly impossible.
Ileana's sitting there like eyes sparkling, like, this is an entirely new architecture. So she's just like bedazzled by it. People have just used bedazzled.
Well, do we want to make camp here, or do we want to start up and worry about it getting dark as we rise?
Well, it's still early. Early
I
enough,
think we can
rather.
just start going up there.
All right.
As long as we don't take too long, I think we should be fine.
I'm sure we can make it.
It is quite a ways
Ack's
up.
sitting there staring at everybody like, I'll make it up there in no time.
Yeah, I can make it. I can fly.
We know.
Right.
Hack. Nobody else.
Good for you, Ack.
I just felt the need to remind people.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Yay.
So,
Okay, so we're gonna start climbing?
you can certainly try.
I don't like the sound of that.
So, essentially, as you can see up there at the monastery, essentially the way this works is everyone is going to be needing to make 3 ability checks.
God.
In order to climb the way up to Sabal.
Does this also count with the climbing gear that Rava has? I think she's got a climbing kit. Yeah, she's got 2 climbing kits.
This does not count with the climbing check because it's not climbing the sheer rock face necessarily. It's more like navigating the various what's the word I'm looking for? Dangerous parts of the walkway.
Okay.
This isn't climbing. I mean, you can use climbing gear to just climb the sheer cliff faces you want. It'll take a while. And as treacherous as it is on the way up, I mean, you can definitely do it if you want. It'll take a while, and whereas this would be shorter if you guys roll well, because the way the climbing up up front on the trail, it's 3 checks, and if you fail a check, you need to you choose between taking some damage or taking a level of disadvantage. But failing the check does not mean. Oh no, it does not mean. It doesn't say that you can't keep going, but I'm gonna double check that. It's up to you what you want to do.
I don't know. What do y'all want to do?
Well,
I mean, we might as well go.
I agree.
I mean, we have made it here already, so.
Oh wait, yeah. If you fail the check, you have to make it again until you succeed.
Okay.
Okay.
But you don't you plummet from.
You just kind of sit there and you're deciding where to put your foot.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you fail, you can either fall and take damage or exert yourself and take exhaustion. It's not like a lot of damage, but it's damage nonetheless.
It's the most athletic of us all.
The most athletic?
I think it might the least athletic. I think it might actually be me.
Well...
Well...
Be surprised.
Looks at my -1 dexterity.
Ooh.
And -1 acrobatics and 2 athletics.
Azaka
Lucid is just gonna tap Ileana on the back and cast guidance.
Aw.
that's nice.
Let me put that in the thing.
Yep. So, you can roll a d4 to add to an ability check once.
Yay.
And add it to that roll.
Yay.
Before or after, yeah. And Azaka looks up at the monastery and just goes, "Nope. I'm not doing it.
What?
I'll make camp down here. It's fine. No, not doing it. Not making the climb. Nope.
Right?
Nope. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Not going up there at all. Nope. 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 No."
Okay, well, if you're not gonna go up, you can help set up the camp at least.
I will help set up the camp. Firefinger was pushing it for me. This is way, way, way over the line. I'll happily stay here on the ground where I cannot fall.
Well, if we're not coming back down for the night, we'll send Ack down with a message.
Sounds good.
Alright, cool.
I'll go hunt some more boars.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Be safe, Azaka.
Now I was sitting there like, are you serious?
She can take care of herself. She'll be fine.
An artist just kind of puts his hands on his hips and looks around and he says, "Well, I'm fine to make the climb, though if anyone thinks we should stay behind with Azaka, I'll volunteer. And then Azaka says, I'm fine, go!
And then Ava kind of leans over to Artis and is like, she did kind of beat up a fucking crocodile our first day.
Really?
Yeah. It was very, very
Like
impressive.
Like a crocodile? Just wrestled the
A big one.
We're
A
talking
very...
crocodile.
Like, imagine
now,
one that
not
could
a-
break one of these, and like she points to the canoe.
While she was in the water, mind you. Not
And then
from
she
shore,
then she chips
from
in,
the water.
while I was inside its mouth.
Yeah, well,
It
it was
was
scary.
quite impressive.
Artist looks back at her, looks back at the group, and he says, alright, she's fine, let's go.
We're all like, she'll be fine.
So, I mean, Ack can fly up if he wants to.
Yeah, Axe is gonna fly.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be like, see ya.
Oh,
Great, he will fly up there. The rest of you,
Be careful.
are the rest of you climbing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the fun part. So, I'm gonna go down the list of people here, just to keep this organized. Thalia, make an athletics check to climb around the gaps in the walkway.
Okay, making sure I'm on normal. Okay.
You make that one fine. Make an acrobatics check to cross wide gaps in the wooden walkways. You make that one just fine. Make a perception check to spot rotted planking that won't support your weight. Okay, you can choose. Do you fail or do you take a point? Do you take damage or exhaustion?
Exhaustion.
All right, one. Thanks for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Do you? Okay, so you take 1 point of exhaustion, so that's disadvantage on all of your ability checks.
Okay.
So. Okay, that's actually no. So you don't need to. You still make it. So you're fine. So it's not like a reroll. I was wrong. It clarified that part.
Okay.
Next up is Mask.
All right.
Athletics. Yep. You're fine. Acrobatics.
I'm
Damage.
gonna use my inspiration to reroll that.
Go for it.
Yay!
You make
Oh.
it. Perception. You make it.
Jesus.
Yeet!
Yeet. Alright, next up is Lucian. Athletics. Damage or exhaustion? Damage?
Yep.
Alright. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
from taking a slip of catching your fall. Acrobatics? Damage or exhaustion?
Oh my god.
Damage.
Thank you so much!
You got a donation from Steel.
So much.
Thank you for your donation.
I don't know why I did that, because I changed the donation sound to be something else.
Yes, but I love it anyway.
That's fine, I don't mind.
still gotta
It's
love it.
super
Did you
loud.
change the top donation sound too?
I did not. That's it.
Oh,
That's it
there
right
you
there.
go.
Steel.
That's got it.
That's nice.
Alright, so another 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And lastly, a perception check. Damage or exhaustion?
I'll have to take exhaustion.
Alright, take a point of exhaustion, but you make it to the top.
I just look at Lucian and I'm like, are you okay?
I'm
Gets-
more of the spell casting sort than the swinging things sort. Can I heal
Do you
myself?
need
Can I use
healing?
a spell to... I'm gonna use a spell to heal myself. It's fine.
Alright, you can do that. Alright, Ava.
All right, here goes our girl. So
Athletics.
it starts with athletics. Okay. That wasn't what I did. Oh no,
I
that
know,
was you.
that was
Okay.
Lucian.
I was like, I didn't roll yet. Fuck you, roll 20. Okay. So athletics first. Hey.
Okay, succeed. Acrobatics. Exhaustion or damage?
Damage.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's okay.
All right. And
then
perception.
perception?
Yep.
Oh!
Ava's giant Coke bottle spectacles are really paying off here. Great, she makes it up. Ilyana.
Oh god, Ileana's last.
Alright.
So, athletics?
It's Artist and Dragonbait after this.
Okay.
You have more to add to things.
Right.
I think you only get it once.
Can I roll
and
that
you spend it.
retroactively? Yeah, but can I roll that retroactively?
Yeah, retroactively, yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Good thing, too. I don't think that'll help me either.
I don't think
I feel like I gotta save it. I'll just save it and take
damage or exhaustion.
I'll take the damage.
Alright, that's gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning.
That's okay. So 23 minus 8. What is that? I'm not good at math.
15.
Thank you.
Acrobatics now. Damage or exhaustion.
Oh god. Damage.
Take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh god.
No matter what I get, I'm taking exhaustion if I fail, just so we're clear.
You make like a long jump to try and cross a wide gap, and you end up slamming hardcore into one of the beams. The beam then breaks and falls, and then tilts and slams you into the side of the rock. You slide down like 15 feet before hitting another pole, and then landing on your back.
It's very beaten, bloodied, and bruised.
Oh god.
And lastly, a perception check.
Oh my god. She has to take exhaustion at this point.
You take the point of exhaustion.
As you see her come up, she gets to the top, kind of sways a little bit, and then just falls face first.
Yeah. Axe gonna be like, oh god, and fly down and use cure wounds on his baby.
I haven't been able to heal anyone.
Yeah.
Hey, help, because I have 1 hit point from dying.
Mask, no. That is Axe who's supposed to be curing wounds. Mask, please.
All right, let's do Artist real quick. This is Artist.
I think it was a mistake.
Artist fails, he takes the damage. Oh wait, wrong roll. Dexterity. Fails, he takes the damage. And then... fails, takes the damage.
Jesus.
Artist gets fucking thrashed on the way up the cliff.
Yeah, so as Ack and Thalia are healing their baby, Artist is just like, I'm okay! I'm okay!
And now it's up to Dragonbait.
Come on, Dragonbait, be our hero.
Pull through, baby.
Pull through, baby.
Dragonbait, I believe in you!
Dragonbait succeeds the first check. Succeeds the second check. Succeeds the third check.
Yes.
Wow.
So, all in all, the climb with all your failures combined takes about about 2 hours and 50 minutes to climb the 500 feet along the cliffside. Whereas Ack, it took him like just a couple minutes to fly up there.
Oh my god, he was probably just sitting there like, where the fuck are
So
they?
essentially, what happens is, let's address what happened almost 3 hours ago, is Ack flies up to the top of Kier Sabal, and as he gets there, he's greeted by birdfolk, who, when he realizes that he has companions traveling, they politely ask that he wait here for them before they discuss things any further.
Oh yeah, of course, I can. Anyone want to play a game of cards while we wait?
And one of the Aircocker goes, I do not mind playing a game of cards.
Great. Alright, so Ack and the Aircocker are just like sitting there playing cards for 3 hours while everyone just slams against the side of the mountain and goes up.
And you all, after almost 3 hours, make it to the top of the steps to Kier Sabal. Where did this one thing go? Hold on. There it is. There it is. Wait, play. Play. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's fine. The audience can't hear it, so why should you guys?
Oh, it's
So-
playing.
Right now.
It's playing and it's loud.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
I'm lowering the volume. There. You guys make the climb, and you come to the top of the ramp and see a number of what look to be, like the old home, like dwellings along the cliffside, at this lower level, and a few of the Aarakocra, with colorful plumage, come to greet you. And the one that Ak was playing cards with, they finished playing cards. Ak reconvenes with the party, and a small group of Aarakocra arrive, and one of them, at the head of the group, says, "We would like to welcome you to Kir Sabal. We have been watching your ascent, and we greet all of you humbly."
Oh, you were watching that.
Yes. It is not very hard for us to see all the guests that are coming up the cliffside from here, especially for when it takes that long. Do not feel bad. It is a long and hard ascent, and we wish to greet you and offer you comfort and food and drink.
Well, thank you. We were told to come here from Nafir.
Yes, our friend Nafir, who has said that his life is indebted to you, and that you saved him. And so therefore, all of us, the Aarakocra of Kir Sabal, welcome you humbly, and in your debt. And they all give a small bow.
Oh.
Bow back.
Mask gives a small bow back. Like, basically exactly the same length and depth of bow as the Aarakocra.
Ileana does the same.
I look confused at everyone else and then also do that.
Ava does it, but like very slowly.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe we're bowing.
If everybody else is, I guess I will too.
We would like to bring you to the monastery at the top of Kir Sabal, so that you may convene and meet with teacher, if you will be so humble to join us.
That's where we were headed anyway.
Wonderful. We will happily lead the way, and when you get there, teacher can explain the rules of Kir Sabal and tell you whatever it is you've come here seeking answers for. Please, follow me. And the Aarakocra begins to lead you guys up the ramp, and I'm actually going to switch the map. We're going to use Ileana's token for sight.
Too
That's what you
surprised.
get.
God damn it. Let me turn on global illumination, because it's not dark outside.
Hey,
Because
Oh, it's
baby, it's light outside.
I really can stay.
Baby, it's light outside.
It's the middle of the day.
Baby, it's light
Baby, it's light
outside.
outside. Everyone is up and having a good time.
Baby, I'm an introvert. Why did I go to this party?
Because we're all having drinks.
But I
There.
abstain from alcohol.
So, you guys
But
are
maybe
led.
you could try and do. I'm not gonna finish that.
Nice. You guys are led up the ramps, but these ramps are not completely in horrible disrepair, and for the little gaps that there are here and there, they happily escort you over them to keep you all safe and secure. And you guys are led past the first tier, past these simple stone dwellings where a number of Aarakocra emerge from, and seem to be kind of like the house that the residence. Sorry, the dwellings is the exact word I already used, and it slipped for me. Where the people of Kir Sabal are staying, and as they lead you past the second tier, there are more dwellings here. But at the end of the second tier, they bring you up a set of stairs and into this small building over here.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Okay. Building.
And you step inside, and there's actually a map for this. So I'm gonna move. If you look towards the right, I mean the left rather, you can see down there in the left, you guys enter a very simple chamber, where there is a ladder that leads up to a second floor, as well as a this is like a sort of washroom. There's a wash basin, but there's not there's like a little bit of water in there, but not. It doesn't seem to be necessarily for full cleaning. And as you're escorted inside, the Aarakocra says, "This is the washroom we use for ablutions before anyone enters the monastery proper. I ask that you follow our traditions and go through a process of ablutions. I can show you how to go about it if you would like to follow." And he reaches, and there's also a number of simple vessels of full of different materials. He opens one of them, and there seems to be kind of a coarse salt in them. He takes a handful of it in his hands and dusts it all over his feathers, followed by a vessel full of powdered chalk that he then begins to dust over his feathers. And the last one is full of gold dust that he sprinkles onto his feathers. And he points at Ak and he says, "As your friend here also has feathers, he can perform this deed with his feathers. For the rest of you, you're welcome to do this on your skin with some aid of the wetting from the wash basin, or you may use your hair, if at all. Please, continue."
I'm getting shiny up in this bitch.
I'm just doing it on my hair.
Iliana's probably gonna do her
looks
hair.
really nervous until he hears, "Or you could do it on your hair," and just like slowly puts it in his hair.
Dude, my freaking long black hair is gonna look so freaking flawless with the gold in it.
Right?
Well, Iliana's
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna go
sort of like blondish, so it's gonna turn like gold. Legit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like face, like
It'll match your
chest,
eyes.
hair. Gonna look so fucking fabulous.
Lucian like applies the gold dust as like a glitter eyeshadow and highlighter.
Oh my gosh. I feel like Iliana like kind of looks at a little bit of it in question, then she sort of like taps her cheeks a little bit. Because she thinks it'll look cool.
Yeah. I assume, do you all
And
go through
Ava
this
just
process?
kind of like puts it. Ava doesn't know really where to put it. Where would Ava put it?
Just on her shell.
On her shell, yeah. Just like, well, I have nowhere else to put this shit.
I mean, I just imagine Ovid just takes one handful, slaps it on the shell, done.
Yeah. There.
Alright, great. So, through a brief narcissistic montage, you finish going through the process of the ablutions. You're then escorted up the ladder into a small shrine chamber, where in the shrine there are a number of, there's like a wooden case with shelves of candles and headscarves. And at the east end of the chamber is a 5-foot-tall wooden statue with flowers and offerings of food placed at its feet. It's a very old statue, and it's worn almost completely smooth by probably thousands of hands having brushed against it, and it's actually impossible to actually determine what it originally portrayed. That's how worn down it is. The Aarakocra who is escorting you points to the shelf and he says, "Be welcome to grab a headscarf if you so please, and leave an offering if you so desire."
What does Iliana have? Does it
I-
matter what
I-
the offering is?
Food, flowers, anything of... Doesn't have to be anything substantial. Something that you wish to provide.
Right.
I cast Goodberry and put one of them there.
Aw.
Mm.
Actually, I don't know if she'll have any purpose for the clothes. She has a set of fine clothes because of her status, so it's like, I don't know if she really needs those. She kind of probably looks at it in the bag and just kind of, I
What
don't
do you
know.
wanna do?
They're just traveling so much. She'll put a couple of silver pieces in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Aarakocra nods simply.
Just doesn't
Any-
have.
Anybody else?
They travel a lot.
Ak is gonna put in a couple of gold pieces.
Okay.
What can Ava put in?
While you deliberate, Lucian will go and he sobers up, definitely. By this point, he gets more serious, and he takes the headscarf and he puts a gold piece on the altar.
Alright, cool.
Or at the feet of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Things I want to put something in there for Ava, but like I don't know what would be okay to put in there.
You don't have to.
I'll put in an extra gold for Ava.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know she's fucking broke.
She probably gets that small sort of like, I'm not gonna thank you or anything, but
Vodka.
but vodka.
Well, that is all then. The Aarakocra nods and escorts you out of the chamber through an archway onto a wooden walkway that leads up the steps to the monastery up here.
Ooh.
Yeah. And at the end of the walkway, there is a simple wooden door that is currently closed. And he says, "Welcome to the monastery. You do not need to be silent, but I request that you be a little quiet. There are, of course, those among us who are practicing their meditation. The monks of the temple, that is. Thank you for the bits."
Thank you for the bits.
Ileana like nods her head and says, of course.
And he opens the door. And inside is a refectory. Like it's like an entrance hall. But also in here is a long wooden dining table with several benches, effectively making this place both an entry hall and a dining chamber, as you can see over there on the side. There's a door across the chamber, and you are led through the dining room and through this other door into the center of the monastery.
Nice.
This chamber is the prayer hall, the main hall of the monastery. It is an impressive sight. The rafters of the ceiling are a full 60 feet above the floor, and the peak of the thatched roof is another 15 feet above that. The space is actually large. You actually see a couple of Aarakocra in here fly through it. It's big enough to reasonably let them fly throughout here. But it seems pretty rare. Like one of them does it, and then you don't see it for a while. There is a circular labyrinth symbol here in the center of the chamber that's kind of carved into the floor. You can also see what looks like to be 4 other Aarakocras, their wings and beaks and hands painted somewhat ritualistically, are all sitting in quiet, cross-legged stature, just slowly, softly humming and meditating. You can see that the floor continues. There's a second floor above this one. And there is a large archway to the south that looks out beyond the cliffs of Sabal, surveying the entire jungle beyond. It is a breathtaking sight. Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. And as you enter, the Aarakocra says, "Please wait a moment while I go fetch teacher." And that Aarakocra wanders off. You guys are left in the chamber for a moment.
Leon's just like admiring the chamber.
So, we were told to ask teacher to perform the dance of the 7 winds. Who wants to ask them that?
Why is this a thing that needs to be decided? Why would there be a problem with that?
Yeah.
I would just feel awkward saying it.
I think it's just a matter of when to say it more than who says it. I would believe. Since they already knew you were coming, there might be that idea in mind. We just need to think of the right time to say it. Probably not best to start off with, "Hello, I'd like to have this done, please."
Well, you're familiar with it, so why don't you do it?
I mean, she kind of sits there thinking in the middle of her head like, oh god. They're probably right, because Ileana's Xander, like, could she assess when would be the best time to ask about that kind of stuff?
I mean, that's up to you.
I mean, she is a noble. She
I know.
Understands noble, like...
I mean, roleplay-wise, that is entirely your prerogative to deem when she would think it necessary.
Well, I'm not good at that.
I
We'll
mean,
wait for an opening conversation.
yeah.
Let's hear what
Okay.
the teacher has to say first.
Yeah.
And a moment passes, and you hear footfalls coming from the second level of the monastery, and you see a very old Aarakocra with red plumage, clutching some sort of staff or spear. It's kind of hard to tell. It has this kind of like large, sharpened, hooked part at the end of it, but it could just be decorative or ritualistic. Hard to say. She descends the stairs, old but with a beautiful kind of reddish orange plumage, wearing a long blue and gold robe. As she descends the stairs, she comes to the bottom and approaches you all as a group and gives a very simple half bow, and she says, "I am told that you are the ones who rescued Nephir."
Ileana bows a little deeper.
Yeah, same.
Thank you. He has said many things and is very grateful for all you have done. For this you are especially welcome here at Kirsabal. My name is Ashara, though the folk here call me teacher. I am the leader of this community.
Would it be alright to ask if we can call you teacher as well?
If you
That's
so
what they call
desire, my child. You may call me teacher if you like, and hopefully I will have something to teach you.
Well, teacher, first we would just like to say that it's just good to hear that Nephir made it home safely. After we were able to find him.
She nods and she says, "Yes, he was very grateful and has rested for many days to regain his strength and his, well, and his mental stamina, that is."
Right. Of
Yes.
course.
Well, what brings you here? Have you come seeking lodging? You can stay here, of course, but I must tell you, here at Kirsabal, all adventurers are welcome. Anyone who comes from anywhere, walks of life, are welcome in this monastery. You're welcome to reside here, dine here, for as long as you need or desire. But I ask that you only follow our rules and traditions. That means, here at Kirsabal, you are guests here. No stealing, you may not harm anyone, no lying, and do not kill.
Of course.
Also,
It's probably
As-
a good thing we didn't put a lock up here.
Also, as guests, you are expected to contribute to chores every day. Simple things, washing dishes, sweeping the floors. That is all that is asked of you. And if you follow those rules, you will be welcome in Kirsabal. You will stay with other folk in their dwellings, and you will be welcome as guests.
Of course.
That is most generous, Ashara. But going back, when you asked what brings us here, it is not
Yes.
simply lodging. You see, Nephir informed us of something called the Dance of Seven Winds.
Yes.
She doesn't give an immediate response. She just keeps looking at you with very kind of like quirked, inquisitive, very wise eyes.
And as someone who is clearly the spiritual leader around here, we figured that you would be the person to ask about what this Dance of the Seven Winds is.
You come here seeking the Dance of the Seven Winds, I see. It is, well, it is a ritual that enables non-flying creatures to fly for a limited time. However, it is a very taxing ritual and requires a little bit of complications in its preparations. It is no small feat to accomplish, and that I must say that I only perform this ritual for very important cases. Why should I perform the ritual, the dance, that is, for your people?
Because we seek to end the death curse that lays in Chult.
A noble cause, and it is troubling to hear that it is within Chult. Do you know where this death curse originates from?
We know where to find out.
Right? Before I continue on with that, we know we need to go to the Oracle first, right?
It lies
Yes.
south in a jungle city.
But in order to better find that, we need to find the oracle that lives in the west.
She furrows her brow.
There is much to think about, but more importantly, you are guests here. The first guests we have had in quite some time. I should like to invite you to dinner tonight, with me and my fellow monks here at the monastery.
Of course.
Yes.
We'd
At
be
the
more than
dinner,
honored to join you if you would have us.
I would
She
love
does like
to.
another little bow.
I would love to have you, child. And we could discuss this in more depth over a hot meal and some refreshing drinks. I think that will be in everybody's best interest. Please, you are welcome to wander the lower levels of Sabal as you so desire, and after dinner we can accommodate you with some lodgings.
That would be wonderful.
She nods her head.
Well then, come back for dinner and we may talk. Now if you do not mind, I have some other matters I must attend to.
But of course, thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
My pleasure.
Be pleased. And she gives another small head bow, turns, and walks out. And that's where we're
After
going
she
to end the
closes the
session
door,
today.
Ileana just wheezes like.
Yeah. And we're going to end the session there today.
Yay!
Because it's ending time. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you did it. You made it to Sabal.
We did it.
Yes, the ball.
You did it. Let's hand out experience.
Experience.
Not gonna
Experience.
be a lot.
You killed, Spur. You killed 6 Deinonychi. And for a really good roleplay, you guys are level 3.
Yes.
So, let's see.
We're now level 6. Yay!
Yeah. So for a really good roleplay, and finding Sabal, and one more because I'm a nice DM. You guys, where did my phone go? All right, I can't use that for a calculator.
The only reason I agree with that is because Axe not dead.
Hey, don't give DM shit. You guys saved his life.
Oh, that was so close.
It's my job to
Roll of the
adjudicate the.
dice.
It's the roll of the dice, man. I don't do shit.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, you can tell that once again we had another close call with this character. So that's gonna be that. So this is divided 9 ways. For because you have 3 NPC party members.
Yeah.
You each get 367 experience.
Okay, so what does that come up to total now?
1502, I think.
Yes. Sweet.
All right.
When do we get to level 4?
A while.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer.
It takes a long while to get to any level past 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Level 4. You need to get to level 4. You need 2,700 experience.
Oh, okay. That's not too far away.
No. What are you guys currently at?
1502.
1502.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's just 700 experience.
I mean,
1200.
1,200. That's
yeah,
what
it's not. It's
1200.
That's
really
what I
not.
meant.
But...
So I meant math is a thing.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons is improv and math.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, congratulations. You guys made it to Sabal, met Ashara, and
Yay.
had some good
Nice.
roleplay with artists and yourselves. Yeah, good job, everybody. Well,
Yay.
stay tuned for another 2 weeks. Well, actually, we'll be back with more Tomb of Annihilation, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, vote for Team Annihilation. Team Annihilation is the best team. Souls for the Soulmonger. Give all your points to us. All your points belong to us, and we will see you later on.
Goodness.